And a York comfort system to keep your home comfortable all year. York systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, cutting your energy costs by as much as 50%. Plus, all York residential products have some of the best warranties in the industry. Your York Midwest dealer is Ruts Heating and Air in Hastings and Kearney. Go to rutsheating.com, proudly serving the entire Tri-City area. Learn how you can move up to a new line of comfort and efficiency for your home.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM and 92.7 FM.
Mike Will, Jimmy Purcell back here in Hastings. Bronco football today on ESPN Radio. Mount Marty on offense. Their quarterback is a transfer kid. He's out of Plain Dealing, Louisiana. 6'2", 215-pound sophomore. He threw for 351 yards in the season opener against Presentation College. Completed 16 of 24 passes for 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. So Ken Gay, your starter at quarterback today for Mount Marty. In the backfield, they're going to run about 3 guys out there as well, but the expected starter is going to be Tyree Morrison, 5'9", 201-pound junior out of Hillside, California, as the captains are making their way out to the center of the field here this afternoon for the coin toss. Elsewhere, we've got Rex Riken is going to be the tight end here today.
Ted will be your umpire. The coin we're using, that's going to be a head. That's going to be a tail. Mount Marty, you're the visitor. It's going to be your call. I'm going to flip it up in the air and let it hit the ground. What is your call? Tails. A tails is called. Tails is called. It is a head. Defer.
Hastings is going to win the toss here. They're going to defer, so the Broncos will kick off. They'll get the ball hopefully at the end of the second half. I told you about Rex Riken. He's the tight end. Jonah Miyazawa is going to be your wide receiver. Remember him from last year? He torched us on a couple of long passes. He had 4 receptions in the season opener for 206 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging 51.5 yards per reception. We're going to work on that here this afternoon. Austin Vigance is going to be on the other side. He'll be in the slot. 5'11", 226-pound sophomore out of Brandon, South Dakota. And then they got a huge offensive line, 395, 296, 333, 276, and 349 across the offensive line here for the Lancers of Mount Marty. Your starting lineups today brought to you by 5 Points Bank of Hastings, locally owned, locally managed with friendly service, 3 convenient locations, and a strong commitment to area youth. Many reasons why 5 Points Bank is the better bank. We're seeing off and on light rain showers here in Hastings already. Some umbrellas have popped up in the stands, but we're going to get through this baby here this afternoon. Hopefully the heavy stuff stays away from us. Had about 1.5 inches of rain, they tell us, overnight here in the Hastings area. But again, a cloudy sky and temperature in the 50s to start off the football game here this afternoon. Jason Bockel is going to have things teed up for Hastings. Mount Marty will be working from our right to our left here in this first quarter of play. As we get started, Hastings College football game number 3 of the 2022 season here this afternoon. So Bockel has got the pig teed up here at the 35-yard line. Nishigaya is back deep here for Mount Marty.
I can see you've worked on your pronunciations over the year.
Trey Hansen is going to join him back there. So Nishigaya is back here at the 5-yard line. I'm happy that the drum corps decided to sit right outside my window today. Here's the run-up and the boot. It's going to go into the end zone. We're going to have a touchback, a nice boot there by Bockel of Hastings. Yeah, we haven't talked about him, but he has been just money in the bank. He's hit all of his extra point tries so far this year. He had a field goal last week up at Midland, and he has drilled a lot of his kickoffs well into the end zone. So kind of an unspoken hero there for Hastings. That's the kicker. Always doesn't get a lot of pub unless you miss something.
No, he really was probably right up there at the tops of getting to be special teams player of the week. But that kid down in Doane, that Kellen Meyer from Ord, he is going to be a dandy down there as he transferred in from UNL. So Mount Marty comes in. They take over after the touchback. Do we have a penalty flag there?
I think we're getting a new football.
That's wet.
We're getting a new football that was on the turf, so we're getting a new football from the sideline.
Going to be wet all day. Looking at radar, if you follow that along, it appears the rain is going to be hit and miss pretty much through about 3 to 4 o'clock this afternoon. So what we've got right now, we're going to have pretty much all game. And be interesting what the two teams can do with the passing game with the ball being a little bit slick.
All right, Ken Gay is the quarterback here for the Lancers of Mount Marty. They're going to go with a wide set with 3 wide receivers out to the right side. They'll keep the ball on the ground, busting through there across the 25 out to about the 29-yard line. Carrying the football there was, they already crossed us up here. Nishigaya gets the start here. He's a transfer kid from the University of Hawaii. Here's Gay. He wants to throw the ball. That baby is going to be caught out there. That's Rex Riken carrying the ball. He makes the reception out here across the 35-yard line, and that should be enough, I believe, for a first down. They're going to spot it out here at the 38.
Hey, slow down. Not going to give me a whole lot of airtime tonight because of Hastings' offense, the way they shuttle them in. But Mount Marty, they are very quick to the line. They're ready to go again. They got a couple nice gains. 4-yard run, 7-yard pass play, first down. 38-yard line, 1st and 10 here for Mount Marty.
Yeah, the Lancers moving from our right to our left. Here's a handoff again to Nishigaya. And this time he is going to be stacked up on the play. Stacked up in there, that's Paxton Terry leading the charges for Hastings College. He had some help. Terry, of course, the senior out of McCook, Nebraska. He makes the stop there for a Bronco defense that played extremely well a week ago up there in Fremont against Midland University. That was a pickup of only a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 yards to go. Hastings on defense here. Mount Marty with the ball on their own 39-yard line. Gay, quarterback keeper. He gets it to the 40-yard line. He's going to be ridden down. Harrison Uday making the stop there for Hastings. Uday, the 5'11", 265-pound junior out of Nigeria. He comes up with a stop. That's no gain in the play. We'll call it third. Well, we'll give him a yard. They'll put the nose of the football right at the 40-yard line, so it's 3rd down and 8 yards to go for the Lancers of Mount Marty. They go with wide receivers left and right now. Gay in the shotgun set, running back in the backfield right behind him. Gay might be changing the play from the line of scrimmage now as he looks to the far sideline. 3rd down, 8 yards to go, just underway. Hastings and the Lancers of Mount Marty here this afternoon. Gay has got the ball. He backs up. He's under pressure. He rolls right. He's still got the ball. He unloads downfield. Overthrown. Good pressure there as Gay is knocked down on the play. And now we got a penalty flag up there. Mason Casterson was the guy applying the pressure for Hastings, but it might have been a little bit too good here.
Yeah, right into the head.
Personal foul.
Defense number 10. 15 yards to the previous spot, automatic first down.
Yeah, so Casterson got into him, the linebacker. He knocked him down, but got into the head as we watch the replay there. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and that's one thing we didn't mention in the pregame, Jimmy, but Hastings was hit by a bunch of penalties last week up in Fremont, something we're going to have to cut down on here today if we want to have a chance to win this thing.
Well, it's just it's foolish mistakes. That one there, Gay just unloaded the football. It was well over the intended receiver's head. But again, there was no need to come in there and lay a shot on the quarterback. It's just foolish, and these are the kinds of things that will drive a head coach absolutely berserk with a football team. Is silly penalties. Now you keep Mount Marty on the field. They get into Bronco territory down to the 45. This is a team that won 2 weeks ago, then had the bye week to prepare. You don't want them to keep the momentum going. They were able to put, 42 points up on the board in their first ball game.
Here's Gay now on a first down. This time he's going to be sacked. No, he's going to get away, and he throws it to the far side. They're going to blow him dead. Here's another penalty down. They had Gay wrapped up. They couldn't get him to the turf, and at the last second, Gay throws it out in the flat, but another penalty flag comes down here.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 99. Hit on the back on a defensive player. 15 yards from previous spot. Automatic first down.
All right, so that time Leighton Shaw gets hit with a penalty, so 2 penalties. Our referee today is going to be Randy Hageldorn. The umpire is going to be Ted Downey. The Head lines judge will be Brian Wiles. B.J. Fouts will be your line judge. The side judge will be Aaron Taylor. Chad Sabatka is the field judge. And the back judge is going to be Ryan Freeze. That's your officiating crew here this afternoon. But 2 penalties on Hastings on this first drive, and both of them were big penalties.
Yeah, now Mount Marty with the football down at the Bronco 33. That penalty was on Lathan Shaw. He came in after they had whistled Gay, the quarterback, being down. They had a hold of him. He threw the football, but then Lathan Shaw come and hit a defender just standing there, hit him in the back, knocked him to the ground. That's another penalty. Back-to-back personal foul penalties.
Here's a running play here, dancing his way across the 30-yard line down to the 29. That's going to be Isaiah Thompson into the ball game now. Thompson, a 6'1", 167-pound junior from San Diego. He carried for 80 yards in the season opener on 13 carries, averaged 6.1 yards per carry, and has scored a touchdown for the Lancers. He picks up about 5 yards there. Second down, 5 yards to go. Line of scrimmage is the 28-yard line of Hastings. This is the opening series of the ball game for Mount Marty. Getting the call again. That's going to be Thompson with the ball as he slides right in between the right tackle and the center, right in the center of the field. Inching toward the first down stakes. They've got the ball down at the 25-yard line. It's second down. Actually, should be third down, and about 1.5 yards to go for Mount Marty. The Lancers on their initial drive of this ball game, benefiting from 2 big penalties. Thompson again gets the call. He goes straight ahead. He actually ran into a guy who was coming in motion as a wide receiver who was set up to the right side of the formation. He came back in motion, but Thompson got the handoff and ran into him before he got to the line of scrimmage, but he picks up enough to pick up the first down. They move the sticks. And Mount Marty, a very impressive drive here to start off the ball game. They've got it down here at the Hastings College 23-yard line.
4 first downs, 2 of them via the personal foul. They've basically done everything on the ground, 6 carries and 18 yards. But it's pretty easy to run behind guys of that size. We watched number 79, Patrick Perkins, run out onto the field at the beginning of the game. 6'8", 395 pounds. Unbelievable.
Here's a Gay with the ball. He's under pressure. He's going to be hit, and he's going to be sacked. Back here at the 35-yard line, a big sack there for Hastings. That's going to be Paxton Terry getting in there for Hastings to record the sack. The Broncos have 2 sacks on defense for the year. That's number 3. We have allowed 10 sacks on the offensive side of things. I don't have to improve today, but good to see Paxton Terry getting in there. They record the sack there. That's his first one of the year. That's a huge loss.
Yeah, 11-yard loss. Great play by Terry. He was untouched coming on the outside. Was able to get to the backside of Ken Gay and bring him down.
2nd and 21. Gay's got the ball now. Rolls left side. Throws it. It's going to be caught down there. Nice catch. Down here around the 20-yard line. Making the reception down there was Trey Hansen, a kid out of Gilbert, Iowa, making the reception there right on the sideline. A great catch there by Trey Hansen.
17-yard gain, 24 yards now off of Gay's arm, 2-2 passing.
Here's Gay. He wants to throw it again to the far sideline. That one is overthrown. So they work the left sideline on the previous play. That time they come to their big tight end, Rex Reichen. They overthrow him down around the Hastings 10-yard line, and now it'll be a 4th down situation. 4th down situation here for Mount Marty. They were 2 of 6 on 4th down conversions in the season opener against Presentation College. No field goal attempt. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field here for the Lancers.
Yeah, no foolish mistakes. Hastings has had 2 personal fouls that have given Mount Marty first downs on this drive. Be a great opportunity to shut them down, get the O out on the field.
All right, here's a Gay, outstretched arms. He's got the ball. He backs up, surveys the field. He stops up. He's at the 20. He throws the ball into the end zone. That's going to be overthrown. The receiver is tripped in the end zone, but no penalty flag. Pates was back in coverage. Trey Hansen was the intended receiver. So after bending here on the initial drive, Jimmy, and giving the Lancers 30 yards in penalties, Hastings College defense comes up on a 4th down play, and now the Hastings College O comes out.
Yeah, bent like a fiberglass pole vault pole there on that drive. They give up a lot on that drive. 24 on the ground, 7 through the on the ground, 24 through the air on that drive, but a lot of penalty yards there by the Hastings defense. But they get off the field, and now here comes the offense. They struggled last week. They've got it at the 25-yard line. First series here, it'll be Johnny Z, and he'll have the little guy, Dalen Farrell. I guess we got two little guys, Thorpe and Farrell. Also going to see Murphy, the freshman, here today.
All right, so Johnny Z with the ball. He fakes the ball. He wants to take it downfield. He tosses it out here. It's going to be caught there across the 20. The ball comes loose at the 23-yard line, picked up by Mount Marty. If this ball is loose, it's going to be returned back the other way. They've got the ball inside the 3-yard line. So they got it to the tight end. I think that was Jacob Sharp that was in there for Hastings. He made the reception, but he fumbles the football, and it was picked up there by the Lancers. They returned it back the other way, and Mount Marty doing everything right here in the first quarter. They're knocking on touchdown door. Now they got the ball down there at the Hastings College 2-yard line.
Jacob Sharp took that ball off the left side, and then he took a great big hit. That's where the ball come loose. They've got to help him off the field. But, boy, Mount Marty scoops it up, almost a scoop and score as they get it down inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. First and goal, Lancers.
So the Broncos turn the ball over here early in the ball game, and the Lancers are going to try to take advantage here from the 2-yard line. Kid Gay brings a man in motion. Gay has got the ball. He's going to hand it away. That's going to go straight ahead. That's Tyree Morrison carrying the ball there. They inch it close to the goal line. No indication yet. I think he's going to be just shy of the goal line as they unstack things here. Tyree Morrison, a 5'9", 201-pound junior out of Hillside, California, carrying the football there. He stays in the backfield. Gay is already up to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver split to the right side. Morrison gets the call. Morrison takes the ball into the end zone. Touchdown. So Tyree Morrison cashes in on a 1-yard touchdown run thanks to a turnover here on Hastings, and the Lancers go out on top of Hastings by the score of 6-0 here in the first quarter.
Well, it's a matter of cleaning up a lot of mistakes for Hastings College. Last week they had plenty of them, and already here in this first quarter we've had a couple of unsportsmanlike penalty calls against the defense. We had one pass completion that was going to be a gain of about 7 or 8. He gets hit, fumbles it, almost a scoop and score. 2 plays later, they take it in from 2 yards out. Now a PAT pending from the Lancers.
All right, ball is down. The kick is going to be blocked. The kick is going to be blocked, picked up by Hastings, but tackled here at the 15-yard line.
Lathan Shaw in there deep. The nose guard penetrates. He got his hand up. Now we've got more penalty flags. That's going to be the white cap again. If this goes against Hastings, Matt Franzen will just absolutely, the top of that noggin will be burning. And I think that's the way it's going to go.
He's got his hands on his hips down here as the officials confer at the 20-yard line. Hastings was hit with 2 personal fouls on the first series here this afternoon for the Lancers. And now this penalty flag comes up on a blocked PAT following the 1-yard touchdown run by Tyree Morrison. And here comes the indication out there from the field.
After the play, unsportsmanlike, number 2 of Hastings, throwing an opponent off the pile. That 15 yards will be assessed on the kickoff.
So, Chris Pates, I think, was the guilty party there, throwing a man off of the pile. He gets hit with a 15-yard penalty, which will be assessed on the kickoff. Mount Marty scores a 1-yard touchdown run from Tyree Morrison. We'll take a break, 7:30 to play here in the first quarter. It is Mount Marty 6, Hastings 0. You're listening to Bronco Football.
The gifts from friends and alumni of Hastings College are always appreciated. And now there's an even greater opportunity to target your gifts more easily than ever before with Bronco Boost. With Bronco Boost, you simply log into hastings.edu, then click on the Giving.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM, 92.7 FM, and PlatteRiverPreps.com.
All right, Mike Will, Jimmy Purcell back here at the Osborne Sports Complex. Lloyd Wilson Field, 6-0. Mount Marty cashes in. Hastings fumbling the football on their first offensive play of the afternoon after a completed pass. Mount Marty makes a quick work of things, a couple of plays, and a sticker in the end zone. There's the kickoff. It drilled into the end zone. A touchback, and Hastings will come back with the ball.
Well, we know the officiating crew is not going to take any, how would we like to say it?
Guff.
Yeah, they're not. So the Whitecap come over. Matt Franzen came out to the numbers. He had a lengthy discussion with him. They both had smiles on their faces when they broke up. Matt, not a very mean guy, but all is well. So now the Bronco offense back out on there. One play under their belt, that was a completion, and then a fumble.
All right, Zamora has got the ball. He throws it out here. It's going to be caught by Tubbs. Tubbs down the sideline and run out of bounds here across the 30-yard line. Torian Tubbs, he caught the touchdown pass a week ago up there in Fremont. Marcus Junifin from Crosby, Texas. Marcus Junifin, a 6'2", 188-pound sophomore, runs him out of bounds here for the Lancers. A pickup of 8 yards on the play, 2nd down and 2. Johnny Zamora looking right. Now he's under pressure. Johnny is hit and he's sacked. He is sacked back here. Drew Pendleton is the guy that came in here and wrestled him down. Pendleton, the linebacker, 5'11", 214-pound senior out of Los Angeles, and that is sack number 11 that we have given up in the 2022 season.
Big loss. Loss of 13, going to bring up 3rd down and 15 here. And Johnny was going to try to unload the football early. Then he elected to tuck it back in. By then, the pocket had broke down. He's going to have to get rid of that football. That line's not giving him a lot of help this year.
Johnny's going to back up again. He pumps. Now he's going to run the ball. Johnny gets it to the 18-yard line and spun out of bounds. That is Drew Pendleton again over here making the play for the Lancers of Mount Marty.
That's going to be a sack as well. That's going to go down for a loss of yardage. So back-to-back sacks now for the Lancer defense, and you can just see the bounce in their step continue to get better. They had a big win 2 weeks ago, and new program a year ago. Boy, they look a lot different than what they did last year when we were up in Yankton.
Jonah Miyazawa drops back deep here for the Lancers. He backs up, takes a grab over his right shoulder, and then he is hit, and another penalty flag goes down. What is going on? It's Mount Marty grabbing the ball down there, and he is immediately tackled on the play by Andrew Martell, who is down in coverage, and as soon as they threw him down on the turf, here comes another penalty flag again. Matt Franzen is wanting an explanation here.
Yeah, this is crazy. Martell did a great job on an open field tackle. That guy is scary fast. We seen what he did to us a year ago, again up in Yankton. Now here comes the call from the Whitecap.
Back, return team number 48. That penalty, 10 yards, 1st down.
All right, so it's on the other guys.
Finally.
It's on the other guys for once.
Yeah, finally. Matt was out almost to the numbers because he might have shown some frustration and a little anger if that was the 4th one was going to go against his squad. So now the defense back out on there. 5:52 left to go here in the 1st quarter. It's 6-0 Lancers.
All right, so Mount Marty and their Notre Dame look-alike unis here. Boy, if you didn't know what city you were in, you would think that this was the Fighting Irish out there today.
Yep, identical.
They got they got the gold helmets and everything here. 1st and 10, line of scrimmage to 25. Here's Gay with the ball. Gay is going to be hit. He's going to be sacked. Back here at the 20-yard line, he's looking to take the ball downfield, and he's going to be sacked on the play. A loss of about 5 yards on the play. I think Uday was in there. He had some help as well. There's a Uday, a 265-pound junior, 5'11". That's the kid from Nigeria playing on the defensive line for Hastings College. So it's 2nd down and 15 yards to go. Again, they signal into play from the far sideline. Lancers just standing here at the line of scrimmage. 5 minutes and 18 seconds to play here in the 1st quarter. Clock is running. Lancers out on top of Hastings by the score of 6-0. 2 wide receivers out to the left side. Gay has got the ball. He backs up. He's inside the 10-yard line. Tosses it out there. It's going to be caught at the 15. Advances to the 20. Dances on the sideline. 22-23. And finally brought down. That's Kaiwi Nishigaya making the reception there. He's actually a transfer kid from the University of Hawaii. 5'7", 177-pound sophomore. Had 6 receptions in the season opener. A short pickup, though. 3rd down and 12 yards to go. Line of scrimmage is the 23-yard line of Mount Marty. So a big 3rd down call here for the Lancers in their own territory. Third down conversions, they were 6 out of 14 for 43% in that opening ball game against Presentation College. Here comes the pressure. A little screen pass is thrown to the turf, incomplete. Trying to get it to a Trevor Fitzgerald, a sophomore from Yankton, South Dakota. Trying to set up a screen, but Gay throws that one into the turf, and the Bronco defense comes up with another stop here. And Hastings should get good field position here, as the line of scrimmage is the 23-yard line of Mount Marty.
Yeah, even with that big offensive lineup, they're still able to get some pressure on Gay. That was Shaw and also Ihiguaro in there deep at the footsteps of Gay. So now the first punting situation for Mount Marty. Hastings should get pretty good field position.
Here comes the punt. We got one man back deep. The ball bounces at the 47. He lets it bounce down along the ground. Going to be a much better punt than it really looked like off of his foot. And finally, it's going to be down here at the 33-yard line. So the Bronco offense will come back out. Hastings is trailing in the ball game by a score of 6-0. Bronco football today brought to you in part by 5 Points Bank of Hastings, by our friends at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, by Family Medical Center of Hastings, by Hastings College and the Hastings College Foundation, by Tom Dinsdale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Broncos have it for the third time here today. There's a handoff. No, that's going to be a fake. They're going to bring the ball across the 40-yard line out here to about the 44. Ethan Wilburn came around and got the ball. Nice fake. Everybody went with a fake inside, and that's Wilburn with the ball. That's the kid that transferred here from Southern Oregon. He carries the ball for a first down and more. Nice little fake there by the Bronco offense. Line of scrimmage is now the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Hastings. There's an inside handoff as they get the ball now to Dalen Farrell. Farrell plows his way up to about the 47-yard line. As much as a 5'6", 179-pound senior can do, Jimmy, he plows his way for 3 yards.
There's a lot of fight out of him and Thorpe. I tell you what, they will not give up in there. They're little shavers, but they do a great job.
Here's a pass. Oh, that was almost intercepted back the other way. They threw it out here in the flat, and that one was nearly taken back the other way. Jaron Mortensen had his hands on the ball there for a Mount Marty. Oh, he would have still been running.
I tell you what, they are so close to a scoop and score and a pick six as I have seen a defense in a long time. That one there should have been picked off. Johnny looked right the whole way. He read the quarterback's eyes, delivered it just a skosh late, and fortunate that was dropped incomplete. 3rd down and 7.
Now Johnny, a quick little pass thrown out here. It's going to be caught, but a short gain to the 50. Tayshawn Wright gets the reception there for Hastings. But the Broncos are going to be looking at a 4th down situation here. 4th down and about 3 yards to go. Is the offense going to stay out there? 4th down and 3 from the 49-yard line. Hastings was only 1 out of 4 on 4th down conversions in the ball game against Midland a week ago. 4th down, 4 yards to go. Hastings, I think, is going to try to draw him offside. Yeah. Matt is watching the play clock in the end zone. We're down to 11 seconds on the play clock. Hastings 4th down and 4 from the 49-yard line, trying to get Mount Marty to jump outside. They're not going to have anything to do with that. And Hastings is going to be forced to burn a timeout, or they'll just let the play clock expire and take the 5-yard penalty and punt this football away. So the punt team is going to come out trying to get Mount Marty to jump offside.
Yep, disciplined football team they are so far. Only 1 penalty. They didn't jump there. Hastings wanted them to. We look at offensive numbers we talked about in the pregame show. We have to get some offense. 2 of 3 passing, 1 interception, 11 yards, 4 rushes for -1.
And we've given away a couple of sacks, too.
Yep, not going to get her done.
Here's a Bronco who's going to punt the ball. Low kick is going to bounce to the 25. That's going to be grabbed there by Miyazawa down here around the 15 or 16-yard line. So that's where Mount Marty is going to start. Yeah, that was a big focus all week long, Jimmy. That's improving the offensive output. Ken Fastnot, again, the new offensive coordinator for Hastings. He came from Southern Oregon, where they had an explosive offense out there, led his team to a national championship. He came to Hastings during the offseason, but so far, what we have seen in the last 2 weeks has not been very good out of the Broncos. We were lucky to be in the ball game last week in Midland. Didn't pile up a whole lot of yards, but we were in the thing and lost 14-10. So Midland has got the ball. They're going to keep it on the ground here. It's been a ground attack so far for the Lancers. They bring the ball for a couple of yards to about the 20-yard line. Second down and 8 yards to go. In the season opener against the Presentation, Mount Marty put up 570 yards of total offense, 219 yards rushing, and they had 351 yards passing in that ball game. Today they have used the ground assault so far. Here's a reverse play to the wide side of the field. They're going to bring it to about the 21. So a sweep to the right side. They bring it to about the 21-yard line, a short gain. And Mount Marty will be looking at a third down situation. Third down, 9 yards to go. Actually, he's going to be closer than that. Third down at about 6 yards to go. Third down and 6 yards to go. The line of scrimmage is the 23-yard line. Mount Marty with 3 wide receivers split out to the left side now. One running back just to the right of the quarterback, Ken Gay. Now a man goes in motion to the far side of the field. Gay still waiting for the ball. He's got it. Backs up, throws it across the middle. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. Ball is tipped there by Paxton Terry. The intended receiver was a Trevor Fitzgerald. It falls incomplete. And it's going to bring up a fourth down situation, and Mount Marty will have to punt again here in the first quarter.
Garrett Esch runs out to do the returning duties here for Hastings in this game. You look at total offense for Mount Marty, that defense is doing their job again. 27 yards through the air, just 6 on the ground. They've already got to Gay twice in this football game. So, 27, 33, 43 yards of total offense. If you came to watch offense between these two teams, you haven't got it yet. High, end-over-end punt.
And Esch is knocked down. There goes the penalty flag.
What was that guy thinking?
I don't know.
He was signaling for the fair catch, but he was not going to get to the football, and Esch gets knocked down. Penalty flag's down. That will give Hastings a golden opportunity with short yardage here in Mount Marty territory.
Yeah, when your offense is struggling, you got to take advantage of these situations, as the officials will confer. I don't know what there is to talk about here.
Oh, I don't either.
Yeah, Garrett Esch, he signaled for the fair catch. The ball actually bounced on the turf, and then somebody just came in and ran over Garrett Esch and knocked him to the ground. The officials having a powwow out here at the 45-yard line. Let's see, where do you want to go for dinner tonight?
Dinner plans, yeah.
Where do you want to go for dinner?
You remember Tiny, the line judge over there on the far side?
Interference, number 41 of the kicking team. 15 yards, first down.
So we've had 30, almost 90 yards in personal foul penalties in just the first quarter between the two teams. So now Hastings, look at this opportunity. You've got to put points on the board here. You've got it at the Lancer 30-yard line. 49 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. You trail 6-0 in this game.
All right, so we'll see what Hastings can do here offensively. So Mora waiting for the ball. He's got 3 guys in the backfield with him. There's a handoff, going to go straight ahead as they bring the ball to the 30. Pickup of only about a yard or so on the play.
It's another man.
Malik Thorpe, I think.
Thorpe, yeah, that was Thorpe. I thought it was 30 in there, not 20. So Thorpe gets it up the middle, about a 1-yard gain down to the 29.
5'4", 161-pound senior.
Put him up against their left tackle.
Yeah, there's some big boys breathing smoke at the other side of the line. There's a Thorpe again, and he fumbles the football as he takes it outside, and the Broncos turn the ball over for the second time today. The second fumble, Hastings with the golden opportunity down here, Jimmy, at the 30-yard line. They run 2 plays, and the offense turns the ball over. Mount Marty has got the ball on their own 27-yard line.
Matt Franzen is just in disbelief. He just turned and walked to the north end of the field. He is completely all by himself down there, away from everyone. I can't even imagine what's going through his mind. You get the ball in that golden of an area, deep in the opponent's territory, you've got to take advantage of it, and you turn it over again. Second one of the day. Now Mount Marty takes over at their own 27.
They're going to keep the ball on the ground, sliding through there up to close to the 29-yard line. Matt is having school down there with his offensive units. The offense has looked nothing short of horrible so far here in the first quarter, kind of continuing its ways from a season ago, and actually a week ago. Hastings has turned the ball over twice here in the first quarter. And the first quarter has come to an end. We'll take a break with a score. Mount Marty 6, Hastings nothing. You're listening to Bronco Football on ESPN Radio.
The world-famous Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings is on target for 25 years. We are headed into 25 years because of all of you. 25 years of good food, great service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere.
CDJR. Every new vehicle comes with 1 year of protection for tires, wheels, windshield dents, and dings. Plus 5 years of protection for paint and fabric at no additional cost. Now that's smart. Keep your vehicle looking new and running great with the Advantage Rewards program from Tom Dinsdale CDJR. On Hastings North Side or TomDinsdaleCDJR.com. Some restrictions apply. Visit TomDinsdaleCDJR.com.
ESPN Tri-Cities. PlatteRiverPreps.com.
Mike Will, Jimmy Purcell back here in Hastings. 1 quarter in the books this afternoon. Mount Marty, the team from Yankton, South Dakota, has got the lead over Hastings College. The score is 6-0. Mount Marty with the ball again as they keep around the ground across the 30, across the 35 out here to the 36-yard line. So they are very committed to rushing the football here today. That's Isaiah Thompson carrying the ball for the Lancers, and he's going to have enough for a first down. So Hastings with 2 big turnovers here in the first quarter of play. Mount Marty with the ball. They've got it down in their own territory, working left to right in this second quarter of play. Here's Gay. He wants to throw the ball, stumps up. He's going to run it. Now throws the ball downfield. He's got a man out there, and he can't come up with a catch. Can't come up with a ball down here inside the 20-yard line. Out there on the pattern was Jonah Miyazawa from Honolulu, Hawaii, making a diving attempt at the ball down there. Now we got a penalty flag. Penalty flag back upfield in the area of a possible hold here on Mount Marty. It's back at the line of scrimmage, and it looks like the Lancers are in retreat here. Just underway here in the second quarter. Mount Marty out on top of Hastings by a score of 6-0. And it looks like the penalty is going to go against the Lancers. They'll bring the ball back here to the 27-yard line. They never did make a official announcement on the penalty. But a 5-yard penalty marched off against the Lancers. Actually, it was a 10-yard march off against the Lancers. So this is first down and 20 yards to go. Line of scrimmage is now the 27. Man comes in motion. They're going to run her up the middle there across the 30, across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Carrying the ball there was Isaiah Thompson, the kid from San Diego, California. So he picks up a big chunk of that penalty yardage back. Still playing behind the chains here. Second down and about 12 yards to go.
We'll get to some numbers right after this play. Mount Marty's up there. They look at a second down, and we'll call it about 12 yards to go.
Man goes in the motion now. Gay is in the shotgun set. There's a handoff. Thompson again tries left side across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. So another short pickup. Third down and long now for the Lancers.
First quarter numbers brought to you by the Hastings College Foundation. Now you can target any size donation to Bronco Boost. Find out more at hastings.edu. For Mount Marty in that first quarter, just 36 yards of total offense, 27 through the air, 9 on the ground, 5 first downs for the Lancers, 2 penalties. For Hastings, the offensive woes continue, 11 through the air, no yards on the ground, so 11 total, 1 first down, 3 penalties. And Mount Marty up to the line, they look at a third down and about 9 trips to the right side for the Lancers.
Here's Gay, he's got the ball. Gay is scrambling and tries to get outside. He's going to be hit, and he's going to be decked right here at the line of scrimmage. He wanted to take the ball downfield there, found nothing open, He was going to run it. He took it to the far sideline, and he is brought down on the play there by the Bronco defense. And now that's going to force a punting situation here. And Garrett Esch is back into the ball game to try to return this thing. Hastings now will be moving right to left. The sun trying to peek out from the clouds here. The lights are on today here at the Osborne Sports Complex. Got here earlier and the lights were on, so they're going to be on throughout the duration of the afternoon as we got a threat of rain throughout the day. Here comes the punt. Esch might have a chance. This one goes over his head, though. Bounces on the turf at the 20, 15, 10, 5 into the 5, inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be down at the 3.
Oh, goodness.
Well, nothing is going right now. Yeah, that one needed to be fielded at least.
Well, the punter doesn't look like he gets it off his foot very clean, but that one there was just a bullet spiral, and it turned over. It got over Esch's head, and then he was in. He didn't know whether to try to pick it up, field it. The special teams were bearing down on him for Mount Marty, and then when he did want to pick it up, it was at the 5-yard line. It was too late. So now the Bronco offense with 11 total yards starts at their own 3.
Zamora's guy, he's going to keep the ball on the ground. That's going to be Murphy who's into the ball game now. He brings the ball across the 5 out to about the 7-yard line. Murphy is just a freshman kid. He's the bigger of the 3 backs that we have available for the ball game today. He's 178 pounds. He's a kid out of Dallas, Texas, as they run the play here. And that's going to be stacked up here. A little infinite game. The band was wanting to play on for some reason. Yeah. We got the ball.
Yeah, we got the ball. Good penetration there. Again, the offensive line struggling, and Murphy was met in the hole. No gain. Boy, this would be. They got to get out of their end of the end of the field.
They're down 6 yards to go. Zamora trips in the end zone. Now he's going to run it. He brings it out to the 7-yard line, and Hastings will have to punt here deep in their own territory.
Well, Johnny just lucky to get positive gain out of that. He slipped down at about the goal line, was able to put his hand down on the turf, maintain his balance. So now Bockel, boy, if we've ever needed a bomb punt out of you, this would be the time. But again, Hastings with another 3 and out. 16 total yards of offense for Hastings here, and we are at the 11-minute mark to go till halftime.
All right, so Bockel back into the ball game here for Hastings. He averages 36 yards per kick. It's a low hanger. Fair catch going to be called for here. And look at the field position that Mount Marty is going to have. The fair catch is made at the 33-yard line here by the Lancers. And it's going to be Mount Marty coming back up. That's Miyazawa that was back there. He made the fair catch. Why not? 33-yard line. I'll set my offense up right here and try my luck.
24-yard punt by Bockel. That was not the one he wanted to get off of his foot. So Gay will be out there. He'll have a man behind him. They've already got the 6-0 lead, but great opportunity here at the Bronco 32.
Man goes in motion. That's Nishigaya. And here's a Gay running the football. 30-25 inside the Bronco 25-yard line. They're going to spot this baby close to the 22. So Nishigaya goes in motion, and Gay, the quarterback, just keeps it. Runs right at this Bronco defense. Nice little scheme here that Mount Marty has developed for this ball game. 1st and 10 for the Lancers. Nishigaya with the ball across the 20. Down here to about the 17-yard line before he is covered up on the play. Tackle is made in there by E.J. Hernandez of Hastings. A pickup there of about 4 yards in the play. 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Lancers have the ball at the Hastings College 17. They fake it. Now they throw it out in the flat, and Hastings is right out there to bring him down. Trevor Fitzgerald is the guy who caught the ball. Brandenburg in the stop for Hastings on the defense, but Trevor Fitzgerald gets it out in the flat, and the Broncos were right out there on the defense to bring him down.
You know what Mount Marty's doing really good at today is with that offensive line. On 1st downs, they usually run running plays between the tackles. They're getting 4, 5, 6 yards on 1st down play. That one there was a good play out on the edge, and it's going to bring back the football to the original line of scrimmage. But that big offensive line, they're doing their job. They're getting some good running yards up the middle. Now I think we have a Mount Marty timeout.
Timeout is brought to you by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. They invite you in for your next time out to enjoy food, friends, beverages, and big screens. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, Hastings' only true sports bar, located across the street from the water park on West 2nd in Hastings. 9 minutes and 21 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Mount Marty 6, Hastings nothing. You're listening to Bronco Football.
All of us at 5 Points Bank strongly believe in supporting our area's youth.
5 Points Bank contributes annually to the booster clubs of our area high schools and Hastings College.
We believe student participation in extracurricular activities results in better student engagement and academic performance.
Extracurricular activities are the other half of education, and 5 Points Bank supports and promotes these activities.
Get out there and support our youth by watching a ball game, a concert, an art show. Let's show our young people we care.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM and 92.7 FM.
Mike Will, Jimmy Purcell back here on ESPN Radio. The Broncos playing their third game of the season in a tussle with the Mount Marty, looking to win their first ever conference game just 2 weeks after they picked up their first ever win in school's history in a non-conference game against Presentation. There's Nishigaya trying to get outside, and he's going to be spilled. Second-year program up there in Yankton, South Dakota. Brandenburg again into the stop for the Hastings College defense. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down situation. It's third down on the field, and it's fourth down on the scoreboard. So anyway, the Lancers are going to line up here at the 25-yard line. Gay wants to throw, throws it across the middle, and it's going to be knocked down. Great play there by Jesse Ulrich.
Yeah, good play. Got his hand in there late.
It was a fourth down call. All right, so it was a fourth down call, and a nice play there by Jesse Ulrich, who is back with the team after not playing a season ago. The last time we saw him, Jimmy, was a couple of years ago, and he was playing quarterback for the Broncos.
Well,
sat out last year. Now he's playing this year. He missed last week's game at Midland with an injury, but yeah, it was a nice play there by Jesse right in the center of the field.
Jesse doesn't care. He's a tremendous athlete. He'll play anywhere coach wants to put him.
So Hastings will have the ball. First down and 10 yards to go. Here's a Farrell with the ball, and he is going to be stacked up. Hastings with only 16 yards of total offense in this ball game, and we're at 8.5 minutes to play in the first half.
That was a gain of about 2.5, 3 yards there by Farrell. But boy, them defensive linemen, all they got to do is grab a hold of him. They can rip him down like a midget football player.
Here's a pass by Johnny Z out here in the flat, and he's run out of bounds. That goes to a right, and he's run out of bounds over here by the Lancers, but that's going to be enough for a first down. That's kind of what we talked about in the pregame with Matt this week, is because Hastings has been unable to keep Johnny upright, maybe go with a short passing game here and maybe take a shot downfield later on when we kind of bait him with this short passing game. Here's a Farrell with the ball. He's going to take it up inside for a couple of yards. Farrell picks up maybe 2 yards as he brings it up to the 37.
By the way, that last first down was the second one of the game. On a short passing play, that was Wright's second reception. I like him out on the edge. He's not very big, but boy, he is fast if he get loose.
And Brent Simonson, our regular running back, not playing today because of an injury. There's a screen set up. It's Bobble, and then he's dumped here at the 38. Not much of a gain. They get it to Ethan Wilburn. Wilburn is brought down after a couple of yard gain. He's a kid that came with Coach Fasnock from Southern Oregon. 6'3", 185-pound junior from Beaverton, Oregon. Third down, 5 yards to go. Johnny Z wants to throw, steps up. He's going to run it 40, 45, 50, and he is crushed there. There's our best play of the day. Johnny Zabor on the quarterback scramble, taking the ball right to the 50-yard line. And Hastings will have their third first down of this ball game.
Yep, longest play from, actually second longest play from scrimmage for Hastings here today. 10-yard scramble out to midfield, right in the middle of that beautiful, newly renovated bright red H.
Here's Zamora on the new turf. He's going to run it again to the 50-yard line. Penalty flag is going to go down. They may have gotten his face mask.
Yep, going to be the third penalty against Mount Marty here today. The head linesman, he throws that one from the near side. The crowd's seen it. You could hear it. So that'll be a added yardage deeper into Lancer territory. So by far the best drive put together here today by the Bronco offense.
We're down by just a score. 6-0 is a score.
Personal foul, face mask, number 52 in the defense. 15 yards added on the end of the run, automatic first down.
All right, so Hastings will have another first down here. And you're right, we're on the move here. But we've had the ball in great field position, and we have squandered scoring opportunities away.
Yeah, we did that last week at Midland, and we found out that's you can't be doing that against a good squad. And obviously the momentum and the pace of step here for the Lancers. They really, they're a confident football team right now, but Hastings, again, good penetration here at the 33 of the Lancers.
Here's Zamora. He wants to throw. He stumps up again. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught down there at the 20-yard line to the 15 and brought down there.
Lane.
All right, we're getting a lot of folks into the ball game now. Courtney Lane is in there. Lane, a senior from San Jose, California. 5'9", 167-pounder. Just looking for a spark, anything.
Yeah,
anybody that wants to play on offense here.
Tell you what, running up and down the line at the coaches, who wants to play and catch the ball? That's 3 straight completions, 4 straight first downs, and the Broncos in the red zone.
At the 18-yard line, Johnny with the ball. He's across the 15. He's at the 10. He's at the 5-yard line. He takes the ball into the end zone for the score. Touchdown, Hastings.
That one from, 17 yards out. So a touchdown run by Zamora. That's one thing Johnny can do when the line's not giving him a protection that he needs. He's got some pretty good speed. He doesn't allow himself to take a big shot downfield. And that one there, just seen a little bit of a seam open up. He did that at Midland last week. Got some big gains out of it. So we get the first score of the game, 17-yard run by Zamora. And now Bockel into the game for the PAT.
Second touchdown rushing-wise for Johnny Zamora this year. PAT is down, and the attempt is right through the pipes. It is good, and that gives Hastings the lead here. 5 minutes and 46 seconds to play in the second quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 7, Mount Marty 6. You're listening to Bronco Football on ESPN Radio.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person, regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. Family Medical Center is the area's only independent family medicine clinic. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Your family's home for health care. 1021 West 14th Street, proud to support all area student athletes. ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM, 92.7 FM, and PlatteRiverPreps.com.
Mike Will, Jimmy Purcell back here in Hastings at the Osborne Sports Complex. Lloyd Wilson Field. Just good to be home. Got up, didn't have to travel anywhere today. Good to be home after making the trip from Fremont last week.
Yeah, last night, home game. So yeah, good to be at the friendly confines, home, and Bockel into the football. They're going to field it down around the 10-yard line.
They're going to return this baby in the center of the field, 15-20 to the 22. That's where the Lancers will start.
Tell you what, just that quick, we had 16 penciled up over here. That was total yardage for Hastings prior to that drive. Now we've got 73, 36 through the air, 37 on the ground. Johnny Zamora with a 17-yard scramble for a touchdown, so all is well now. Defense playing well as expected. They played well last week, and they've done a pretty good job so far for the Lancers. They at about 92 yards of total offense, so they've done a pretty good job so far.
All right, here comes that offense now for Mount Marty out. Ken Gay is the quarterback, the transfer kid. There's a handoff. We've seen a plethora of people in the backfield for Mount Marty here in the first half. Isaiah Thompson is in there now, the junior out of San Diego, carrying the ball. Boy, they are committed against the Bronco defense rushing the football. Again, they were a throwing team against the Presentation in their first ball game today. Their first ball game this season, they threw for 351 yards against Presentation College and rushed it for 219. Today, they're more of a rushing team, and now we got an injury timeout here.
Yeah, this ain't one we want to see. This our big man right in the middle, Lathan Shaw, down on his back. The trainer's out there tending to him. They appear to be looking at the leg. We'll keep our eyes on him.
All right, so he is down as we're at the 5-minute and 30-second mark of this second quarter. Hastings College is leading in this ball game by a score of 7-6. We've got an injury timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bronco Football.
Whatever the Midwest weather brings, you can rely on a York comfort system to keep your home comfortable all year. York systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, cutting your energy costs by as much as 50%. Plus, all York residential products have some of the best warranties in the industry. Your York Midwest dealer is Ruts Heating and Air in Hastings and Kearney. Go to rutsheating.com, proudly serving the entire Tri-City area. Learn how you can move up to a new line of comfort and efficiency for your home.
The gifts from friends and alumni of Hastings College are always appreciated. And now there's an even greater opportunity to target your gifts more easily than ever before with Bronco Boost. With Bronco Boost, you simply log into hastings.edu, then click on the Giving drop-down menu to reach Bronco Boost. Target your gift in on up to 9 areas. Give anything from athletics to theater to music. Bronco Boost, a service of the Hastings College Foundation to directly impact Hastings College students.
ESPN Tri-Cities, PlatteRiverPreps.com.
And the injured player for Hastings, Layton Shaw. The big guy is going to be helped off of the field here. And, yeah, that's not good news, Jimmy. 5'10", 302-pound junior out of Houston, Texas. Hopefully this is not serious here as they bring him off of the field, but he's been an anchor up there on that defensive line.
Yeah.
Not only in the first couple of games of this season, but last year he played a big role.
Very gingerly walking out the field with the trainers. Looks like a left knee issue. We'll keep an eye on him. And Gay back there bobbles the snap.
Now he throws the ball. It's going to be incomplete. Yeah, he bobbled the snap initially and then trying to get the ball out here to Austin Vigance. And the ball goes right through his fingertips. So that's going to bring up a third down situation. Third down situation with 5:03 to play here in the second quarter. 7-6 is the score. Hastings has got the lead over the Lancers. Great Plains Athletic Conference football action here this afternoon. So it's third down and 6 yards to go. Again, Marty calling the play from the far sideline. The Lancers just hanging out here at the line of scrimmage. Gay looking to the far sideline as the signal for the play is being signaled in over there. Gay's going to throw the ball over here. It's going to be caught here at the 40. Did he keep it in bounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice catch made out here. That's a Justin Schmidt making the, no, that's a Miyazawa making the reception. Number 9 instead of number 19. Miyazawa makes the catch. Matt called him one of the most dangerous wide receivers in the Great Plains Athletic Conference when we talked to him this week. Here's Gay. He's going to throw the ball to the opposite side now. That was wide of the target. Trevor Fitzgerald was the intended receiver over there. Incomplete pass, and now it's second down. Second down here for Mount Marty. 2nd and 10. The ball is at their own 39-yard line. Lancers are trailing Hastings in this ball game by a score of 7-6. Lancers taking advantage of a Hastings fumble deep in their own territory. They're scoring their first touchdown. Hastings then goes on a long drive in their last possession, and Johnny Z taking in from 17 yards out. There's a running play busting into the open 45, 50, 45 into the Bronco territory to the 40 and run out of bounds. Getting through there is Isaiah Thompson. Jimmy, I don't know if we landed a hand on him as he broke the line of scrimmage. He got into the open and it was chased out of bounds here in Bronco territory down here at the 38.
First down, number 8, 22-yard gain into Bronco territory again. They trail by 1 here in the second quarter.
Gay's going to take a shot here as he backs up. Penalty flags are down. Gay comes on the near sideline and he puts his shoulder down and drives it across the 30, and he's knocked out of bounds here by Chris Pates. No penalty flag. No penalty flag as Gay brings the ball down to the 33. Yeah, right at the 50-yard line. We kind of spotted this in the high school game the other night. There's a big yellow dot out there at the 50-yard line. I assume that's something for soccer, but on this new turf that we got installed, it looks like a penalty flag. Anyway, next running play, that's going to be Gay with the ball. Gay moves it to the 34. Maybe we'll ask Chris Clemens, the new athletic director for Hastings College. He's going to join us at halftime. He was the old soccer coach here.
He would know.
Yeah, what's that big yellow dot out there right at the 50-yard line? I assume that's where they maybe a kick off from or something at the beginning.
Ball would. It's not the puck drop, the ball drop. I don't know. He'll let you know. He'll tell you if you did more soccer games, you would know.
Yeah.
That was a gain of about half a yard. By the way, I stand corrected. It's the left ankle they are tending to with Lathan Shaw. Still looking at him. Mount Marty with a 3rd and 5 here. Ball at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he's going to keep her on the ground here, sliding through there. 30, 25, first down and more. Still on his feet. 20, he fumbles the football, but the Lancers are on top of it. Down here inside the 20-yard line. That was Tyree Morrison, Jimmy. That was just like a scrum. He got into the Broncos, had him wrapped up, but they couldn't bring him to the turf. He kept his feet moving. He picked up the first down and more as he took it down to the 18-yard line. He fumbles the pig, but Mount Marty falls on top of it, so they got the possession here with 2:45 to play in the second quarter. Morrison again with the ball, starts off left, cuts it back right, brings it across the 15 down to the 14-yard line, where he's brought down on the play. Tackle is made by Mason Casterson, the linebacker for the Broncos. The sophomore out of Tucson, Arizona. He's actually a transfer from Kansas Wesleyan. Second down now for Mount Marty, looking to maybe grab the lead here before halftime. Hastings has got a 7-6 lead over the Lancers in the second quarter. Gay in the shotgun set, hands the ball away again, straight ahead, Morrison. And this time the Broncos are right there, brings them out right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Beasley Ehiguaro making the stop there for Hastings, and also Kate Egger, two defensive ends making the stop. Or Egger's the linebacker. Ehiguaro is a defensive end for Hastings. 3rd down and 7 yards to go. 3rd and 7 for the Lancers down here at about the 15-yard line of Hastings. Gay with the ball, hands it away. Thompson has got it. Thompson brings it to the 11-yard line, where he runs right into a Casterson again to knock him down to the turf. And now Mount Marty will be looking at a 4th down situation right into the center of the field. And they're going to go for it here. They're going to bypass a field goal attempt. 4th down and 7. And now they're going to call a timeout. Or Hastings, I think, is going to burn a timeout here. Broncos call a timeout as Mount Marty is going to bypass the field goal. At least they were thinking about going for it here. This timeout is brought to you by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. They invite you in for your next timeout to enjoy food, friends, beverages, and big screens. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, Hastings' only true sports bar, located across the street from the water park on West 2nd and Hastings. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bronco Football on ESPN.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place.
Injured earlier in this quarter. He's up running around, so we expect to see him back into the ball game. 4th down here for Mount Marty, 3 yards to go, and they're going to go for it here. They're going to go for it. 4th down and 3 down here at the Hastings College 11-yard line, so no faith in their field goal team, and maybe trying to give them the lead at halftime. Gay is waiting for the ball. He's got it. Rolls out right. Throws it. It's going to be caught here at the 10. He's at the 5-yard line, and he gets it down to the 2, to the 1. And he's going to be stopped there. They threw the ball to Austin Vigance. He is brought down into play at about the 2 or 1 yard line. That is going to be a first down. And again, we got a Bronco down inside the 5-yard line. It could be Paxton Terry who is in the stop there for the Broncos. So now Terry is down. And Mount Marty, look going to spot the football, Jimmy, inside the 1 yard line. Nose of the football is at the goal line with 57 seconds to play here in the second quarter. 7-6, the Broncos have the lead.
Yeah, Vigance lined up right outside that big right tackle, just kind of floated out into the open. Nobody there. Gay was able to deliver just a little shot put pass to him. Turned around, he was already at the 5-yard line, thought he was going to get in. Then Terry come up. Terry put a big hit on him, and he immediately went down. I don't know if it's a collarbone or a shoulder injury. It's up in that area. He's on his knees, got his forearms on the turf. Lathan Shaw back in the game. Looked like just retaped his ankle. We talk about other injuries that have happened. Brett Simonson down on the sidelines in shorts and street clothes, walking around, but he looks pretty good. So we'll hope that he maybe gets back into action next week or the week after. It's not a season-ending injury for Simonson. We could sure use him here today, as now they get Terry will stand up, and he will walk off very, very gingerly here to the sidelines.
All right, so the former McCook Bison will make his way to the near sideline. But look at this. Mount Marty has got the ball at the Hastings half-a-yard line. If that, ball, nose of the football right at the goal line here.
Yeah, with that big offensive line, I know right where I'd go. I'd huddle in right behind him.
Morrison is in the backfield. He's going to get the call. Morrison is going to take the ball into the end zone for the score. A 1-yard touchdown run. That's his second touchdown run of the ball game. Both of them coming from 1 yard out. And Mount Marty has got the lead here with 38 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Now in the half, Mount Marty with 91 yards on the ground, 45 through the air. They've really kind of just evacuated the passing attack. They've gone to the ground game. They've been able to find some success. Again, with that big offensive line, they're doing a good job opening up some seams. And, boy, it's running back by platoon. I had 7 different guys have touched the ball for Mount Marty here on the running side of things.
All right, so now after they had their first extra point blocked, Mount Marty is going to go for a 2-point conversion here. They've got a 12-7 lead over Hastings with 38 seconds to play. 4 wide receivers split to the right side. Man comes in motion. Now Gay wants to throw, and he is going to be sacked on the play. So the 2-point try is going to be no good. Beasley Ehiguaro and on the sack there for Hastings. So the 2-point conversion is no good. 38 seconds to play here in quarter number 2. We'll take a break with a score. Mount Marty 12, Hastings 7. You're listening to Bronco Football on ESPN.
The world-famous Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings is on target for 25 years. We are headed into 25 years because of all of you. 25 years of good food, great service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Bullseye's is open 6 days a week for lunch and dinner. Stop in today and see why we are world famous. Our burgers, our steaks, and our wings, along with a drink menu with something for everyone. So, to everyone in the Adams County area, thank you for almost 25 years. Come see me, Keeley, today at 2017 West 2nd Street in Hastings.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM, 92.7 FM, and PlatteRiverPreps.com.
All right, back here in Hastings on the Osborne Sports Complex. 12-7 is the score now. Mount Marty with a touchdown in the first quarter and a touchdown here in the second. Hastings scoring a TD earlier in this quarter by Johnny Zamora. So 12-7 is the score. Here's the kickoff. Hastings will return this. Jason Wright breaks into the open. Look out, 35-40. He's got speed at the 50. 45-40 down the sideline. 35-30. And he's run out of bounds to the 25-yard line. That ignites the crowd here, Jimmy. Jason Wright bringing the ball back. Boy, he's a speedster. He's not a very big kid, but when he gets down the sideline, he can flat fly. Nice return there by Wright. Now Hastings is going to be thinking points here.
70 yards on the return, and boy, I thought once he got through the seam, he had a chance to take it the distance. But boy, Lancers had a guy out there with an angle with just as good a speed and able to run right out of bounds. But a 70-yard return gives Hastings the opportunity. Our offense has been stagnant at best here today. Zamora will stay in there. That will be Farrell off the right hip of Zamora.
Wide receivers left and right. Johnny with the ball, backs up. Here comes the pressure. Johnny with it at the 20. Johnny at the 15. Johnny down to 10-yard line, and he's brought down there as he falls forward to about the 9. Brought down there by the Lancers. But Johnny getting the ball downfield. Hastings with 21 seconds to play. And now the Broncos will burn a timeout. Hastings has got a couple of timeouts left. This timeout is brought to you by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Bronco Football.
You can buy books online, music online, even toothpaste. So why not your car? Tom Didsdale CDJR makes it easy with start to finish. Just click the blue Purchase Now button on any new or used vehicle on our website. Choose your payment. Value your trip.
Now with 25 seconds to play in the second quarter, they are trailing Mount Marty by a score of 12-7, but Hastings after a nice return from Jay-Sean Wright, knocking on touchdown door down here at the 10-yard line. First down and goal from the 10-yard line of 10-yard line of Mount Marty here at the end of the second quarter. Johnny Zamora directing the offense here. Waiting for the snap again. Wide receivers, 3 of them split out wide to the left side, and 2 of them go to the right side. Empty backfield here as Zamora is waiting for the play clock to reset in the end zone. Now they get that situated. Now we're going to have problems here as the officials will hold up play here momentarily.
Should have 25, the game clock 21.
All right, so 21 seconds on the game clock. 25 seconds on the play clock. Hastings has got 21 seconds to get the ball into the end zone here from the 10-yard line. So Johnny Z, wide receivers all over the place here. Waiting for the ball. Zamora has got it. He backs up a couple of steps, fires it into the end zone. Nobody there. Penalty flags down.
Going for Jay-Sean Wright on the slant across the middle of the field. He just got flattened right at the goal line. You can see where Johnny expected Wright to be, but he was not. He was knocked down. Pass interference going to be the 5th penalty on Mount Marty here in this first half. It'll give Hastings a first and goal with 17 seconds left.
Defense. That foul occurred in the end zone. By rule, the ball was placed on the 2-yard line and an automatic first down.
All right, so Hastings with the ball at the 2. Hastings with the ball at the 2-yard line of Mount Marty with 17 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Broncos trying to recapture the lead. Zamora has got it dancing, and he's going to be hit. Down he goes here at the 5-yard line. Zamora couldn't find anything in the end zone there. Had to eat the ball as he is knocked down at the 5-yard line. And now we've got a timeout called here. A timeout from Hastings with 6 seconds, actually 5.
Well, they're going to have to reset it. Yeah, the clock just run to zeros, but that was a huge loss. Hastings had it first and goal. Yeah, timeout Hastings. First and goal from the 2. Now they've got it first and goal from the 6-yard line. Hastings has had so many opportunities deep in their opponent's territory. If they squander an opportunity away here, it'll be a mind-blowing situation here in this game. We've already had 2 opportunities we've squandered away.
13 seconds they're going to put up on the clock. We'll just keep it here since we have talked into the break here. 13 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Hastings is trailing 12-7. We'll check all the stats at halftime. Special guest is going to be the new athletic director for Hastings College, Chris Clements. He's going to join us for a few minutes. Chris taking over for B.J. Pomeroy here in the last 3 or 4 months. So Hastings with the ball down here at the 5. There's a pass in the end zone way over the head of his big, tall wide receiver in Torian Tubbs. Now we're down to 8 seconds to play. Hastings looking at third down and goal from the 5-yard line.
Hastings with 4 wide receivers out on that route. I don't know which one Johnny was going to. There was 2 in the area, but way over the heads.
All right, Johnny now with the wide receivers left and right on third down from the 5. There's a throw into the end zone. It's going to be caught for the touchdown. Caught for a touchdown in the corner of the end zone.
Torian Tubbs, the big, tall wide receiver. Beautiful pass by Zamora. He threw that. The defender had his back to Zamora, and Tubbs had his eye on the ball the whole way. He leaps up, takes it away from the defender. 6-yard touchdown pass by Zamora. With 4 seconds left to go, that was all set up on Jay-Sean Wright's 70-yard kickoff return. Bockel into the game for the PAT.
That gives Hastings the lead 13-12. Here comes the point after. It is up there, it is good. And the Broncos go out on top. Hastings goes out on top with 4 seconds to play. We'll take a break with the score. Broncos 14, the Lancers 12. You're listening to Hastings College football on ESPN Radio.
Are you ready to switch to a bank whose top priority is customer service?
If you are, visit your locally owned 5 Points Bank of Hastings and let us show you what great customer service is all about. We offer all types of checking and savings accounts, some of which include a rewarding interest rate, free checks, no service charges, special travel opportunities, and many other benefits. We also offer safe deposit boxes for your convenience.
We are proud to call Hastings home. 5 Points Bank, the better bank.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM and 92.7 FM.
Well, I thought we were going to head to the locker room, Jimmy behind, but Jay-Sean Wright and the offense had different thoughts there. Wright gets the nice return on a kickoff for 70 yards. Hastings able to stick the ball in the end zone here on a pass from Johnny Z to big, tall Torian Tubbs. They've got Tubbs at 6'4", but he looks a lot taller than that. But boy, uses his frame in the corner of the end zone to grab the ball for the touchdown. Here comes the kickoff now by Bockel. He's going to keep it down along the ground. This will be the final play of the second quarter. It's returned out here to the 33-yard line, and that's going to be all she wrote here in the first half of play. First half comes to an end. Hastings College has got the lead despite their so-so offense. Now what do they have? We got a penalty flag. We got 2 penalty flags, so let's hold on here. Penalty flag back up field right near the point where Hastings College kicked the ball away. It's going to be declined, so the half is over. It was a penalty against Hastings, but they declined the penalty, and they just say, let's get to the locker room, and that we will. So the first half does come to an end after a so-so offensive performance out of the Broncos in the first half. Hastings has got the lead over Mount Marty at the break. It's the Broncos 14, the Lancers 12. You're listening to Hastings College football on ESPN Radio.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person, regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. Family Medical Center is the area's only independent family medicine clinic. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Your family's home for health care. 1021 West 14th Street, proud to support all area student athletes. Whatever the Midwest weather brings, you can rely on a York comfort system to keep your home comfortable all year. York systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, cutting your energy costs by as much as 50%. Plus, all York residential products have some of the best warranties in the industry. Your York Midwest dealer is Ruts Heating and Air in Hastings and Kearney. Go to rutsheating.com, proudly serving the entire Tri-City area. Learn how you can move up to a new line of comfort and efficiency for your home.
The gifts from friends and alumni of Hastings College are always appreciated. And now there's an even greater opportunity to target your gifts more easily than ever before with Bronco Boost. With Bronco Boost, you simply log into hastings.edu, then click on the Giving drop-down menu to reach Bronco Boost. Target your gift in on up to 9 areas. Give anything from athletics to theater to music. Bronco Boost, a service of the Hastings College Foundation to directly impact Hastings College students.
Shopping smart has its rewards, like the Advantage Rewards program from Tom Dinsdale CDJR. Every new vehicle comes with 1 year of protection for tires, wheels, windshield dents, and dings. Plus 5 years of protection for paint and fabric at no additional cost. Now that's smart. Keep your vehicle looking new and running great with the Advantage Rewards program from Tom Dinsdale CDJR. On Hastings North Side or TomDinsdaleCDJR.com. Some restrictions apply. Visit TomDinsdaleCDJR.com.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for health care since 1963 at 1021 West 14th Street in Hastings.
All right, back here at the break, Hastings College has got the lead over Mount Marty. The score is 14-12. We're into the scoring in the ball game. Jimmy's got all the numbers. We've got Chris Clements scheduled to stop by, the new athletic director at Hastings College. The Broncos fumbled the football away on their first offensive play of the afternoon. Obviously, Mount Marty had great field position. They made short work of things to get a 1-yard run from Tyree Morrison. That was at the 7:30 mark of the first quarter. Point after touchdown was blocked, and the Lancers had a 6-0 lead. In the second quarter, Hastings got a 17-yard touchdown run from Johnny Zamora. Point after touchdown was good. They gave Hastings a 7-6 advantage. There was Mount Marty coming back at the end of the quarter and getting a 1-yard touchdown from Tyree Morrison for his second touchdown of the day. A 2-point conversion try was no good, so the Lancers had a 12-7 lead over Hastings. Mount Marty kicks off. Jayshawn Wright returns it 70 yards for Hastings. Great field position for the Broncos. And Johnny Zamora throws a 5-yard touchdown pass to Torian Tubbs. The point after was good, and that's the way we stand here at halftime. Hastings College with a 14-12 lead over the Lancers. So after a so-so couple of quarters offensively, Jimmy, we go to the locker room with a 14-12 lead, something that we haven't done for a while.
Well, you know, football's a lot like golf because it doesn't matter how you get it to the green or how you get it in the hole. It could be ugly, but hey, a 4 is a 4, a 3 is a 3, whatever. This kind of situation here, this has been an ugly offensive output for Hastings here today, but you look up at the scoreboard and the right team's ahead. So, hey, we'll take it. The defense is playing fairly well again here today, so a few adjustments in at halftime, and hopefully we get the offense kind of situated and we can keep it going here. But Broncos lead it here at halftime, 14-12. Halftime numbers brought to you by the Hastings College Foundation. Now you can target any size gift to Bronco Boost. Find out more at hastings.edu. For Mount Marty in the first half, we just handed the official numbers. They rushed the ball for 100 times. They threw it for they rushed for 100 yards, passed for 47, so 147 of total offense on 44 offensive plays. Passing numbers by Ken Gay today, he's 6 of 15, no interceptions and no touchdowns here this afternoon. Individual leaders rushing to football is Nishagawa with 4 carries, 7 yards. Tyree Morrison, 9 carries, 30 yards, and Isaiah Thompson with 57 yards on 9 carries. Receiving leader is Trey Hansen, has 1 catch for 18. I was just looking here. I told you earlier in the game, 7 different receivers have touched the football, and they've got 5 different guys that they have listed for carrying the football. So pretty good output. They've got a lot of fresh bodies on the field. Defensive leaders in the first half of action, Drew Pendleton leads the way with 6 tackles. For Hastings College, on the first half of action, they rushed it 14 times for 50 yards. Johnny Zamora threw for 32 on 9 of 12 passing, no picks in the first half. So 26 offensive plays, just 82 yards in the first half for Hastings College. That official number on the kickoff return by Wright, that was returned for 69 yards. Jason Bockles punted 3 times for 34 yards. and the Broncos hit with 3 penalties, and Mount Marty with 5 penalties in that first half of action. I think they missed a couple of penalties here on the official stat sheet. But we'll look at the individual leaders again. Zamora's thrown for 32 and a touchdown. Leading rusher is Zamora with 7 carries and 30 yards. Receiving leaders, Courtney Lane's got 1 for 16. Ethan Wilborn 2 for 13. Jay Sean Wright 2 for 6. And Torian Tubbs 3 for 12. He does have the lone touchdown for Hastings College. Looking at defensive leaders for the Broncos here, Tyler Pulowski leads the way with 4 total tackles. So again, this wasn't pretty, but hey, right team's on the lead here at halftime. We'll see how it materializes here in the second half, but Broncos ahead here at half.
14-12 was the score. Other action going on in the Great Plains Athletic Conference today. Northwestern up in Orange City has got the lead over Dakota Wesleyan. The score is 33-7. Northwestern has got the lead. They are at halftime near the end of the second quarter. 15 seconds to play. Midland is on top of Doane. The score is 13-3. And up at Sioux City at the start of the third quarter, Jamestown has got the lead over Briar Cliff. The score is 10-7. There is a game tonight. Morningside is going to be playing in the Sioux Center, Iowa against the Dordt Defenders. So again, on the scoreboard here at halftime, Jamestown with a lead over Briar Cliff, 10-7. Midland 13, Doane 3, and Northwestern has got the lead over Dakota Wesleyan. The score is 33-7. There's more Bronco activity going on today. We're going to have Broncos softball, not Broncos softball, but Broncos soccer here tonight at 5:30. The Hastings College women will be in action. The Hastings College men's soccer team supposed to play in Kansas today. They postponed that match until tomorrow because of weather. We had track and field earlier today in Hastings with the Broncos Stampede with the cross-country guys. It's been a busy day on campus here on the Hastings College campus. Again, the score 14-12. Hastings has got the lead over Mount Marty. We'll take a break for the Family Medical Center. We'll come back right after this. You're listening to Bronco Football.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person, regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. Family Medical Center is the area's only independent family medicine clinic. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Your family's home for health care. 1021 West 14th Street, proud to support all area student athletes.
And you're listening to the Family Medical Center halftime show here today on ESPN Radio. Hastings has got the lead over the Lancers of Mount Marty. The score is 14-12. A lot of college football going on today. We'll check some scores that we have in. Alabama, the nation's #1 ranked team, having a tussle today with Texas. The score is 17-16. Alabama with the lead over the Texas Longhorns. They have got a minute and 38 seconds to play in the game. Alabama with a 1-point lead over Texas. Here's a game that's final. Arkansas has beaten South Carolina today, 35-24. Third quarter score, North Carolina State over Charleston South, 48-3 is the score there. Halftime score, the Utah Utes with the lead over Southern Utah. The score is 45-7. Here's a second quarter score. Marshall has scored first over Notre Dame. The Irish, the number 6 ranked team in the country, and Marshall has got a 6-0 lead in that ball game. Again, at halftime of our Hastings College game today, the Broncos out on top of the Lancers by the score of 14-12. Got some other scores in major college football. Minnesota is rolling past Western Illinois today. The Golden Gophers leading with a minute and 13 seconds to play. In the fourth quarter, Minnesota 62, Western Illinois 10. Duke is leading Northwestern in the fourth quarter, 31-23. Penn State out on top of Ohio. The score is 46-10. North Carolina leading Georgia State. It is 35-28. They are in the fourth quarter. Another fourth quarter score. University of Texas San Antonio is leading Army by a score of 35-28. Kansas State with the lead over the Missouri Tigers. They are in the third quarter, 23-6. Adrian Martinez has carried the ball 10 times, 53 yards, and a touchdown for the Cats today. So Kansas State with a lead over Missouri, 23-6. South Alabama has got the lead over Central Michigan. The score is at 31-10. Other scores we see today in major college football, Temple is leading Lafayette 14-7. Ball State with a lead in their ball game over Western Michigan 10-7. And Marshall is leading Notre Dame 6-0. Other scores, we've got Kennesaw State and Cincinnati. They are scoreless, just now getting started. Some other games in the next time slot here at 2:30 getting started. You're going to have Furman taking on fifth-ranked Clemson. You're going to have Appalachian State against Texas A&M. You're going to have Tennessee kicking off against Pittsburgh here at 2:30. Also at 2:30, Washington State against Wisconsin. Colorado against Air Force at 2:30. Memphis against Navy at 2:30 today. Maryland against Charlotte at 2:30, and then at 3 o'clock, Samford against Georgia. Akron against Michigan State. Houston against Texas Tech. UNLV against California. Portland State against Washington. Iowa State against Iowa. Virginia playing at Illinois. Indiana State will be at Purdue. Wagner at Rutgers. Northern Colorado at Wyoming. Eastern Kentucky at Bowling Green. Norfolk State at James Madison. And Middle Tennessee getting ready to kick off at Colorado State. So that brings you up to date on the college football here today. We're at halftime of our ball game here on ESPN Radio. Hastings College has got the lead over the Lancers of Mount Marty. The score is 14-12. That's the halftime show. We've got the second half coming up. You're listening to Bronco football on ESPN Radio.
The halftime show has been brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for health care since 1963 at 1021 West 14th Street in Hastings.
5 Points Bank of Hastings is strongly committed to serving the financial needs of our community in a safe and sound manner. This is Terry Anstein, your bank president. You just heard our mission statement. It isn't very long, but it is right on the money. We are ranked at the very top of safety and soundness ratings and have grown to be the largest bank in the area. Our experienced and friendly bankers will provide high-quality banking services to help you meet your financial goals. 5 Points Bank of Hastings, the better bank.
The world-famous Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings is on target for 25 years. We are headed into 25 years because of all of you. 25 years of good food, great service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Bullseye's is open 6 days a week for lunch and dinner. Stop in today and see why we are world famous. Our burgers, our steaks, and our wings, along with a drink menu with something for everyone. So, to everyone in the Adams County area, thank you for almost 25 years. Come see me, Keeley, today at 2017 West 2nd Street in Hastings.
Whatever the Midwest weather brings, you can rely on a York comfort system to keep your home comfortable all year. York systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, cutting your energy costs by as much as 50%. Plus, all York residential products have some of the best warranties in the industry. Your York Midwest dealer is Ruts Heating and Air in Hastings and Kearney. Go to rutsheating.com, proudly serving the entire Tri-City area. Learn how you can move up to a new line of comfort and efficiency for your home.
You can buy books online, music online, even toothpaste. So why not your car? Tom Dinsdale CDJR makes it easy with start to finish. Just click the blue Purchase Now button on any new or used vehicle on our website. Choose your payments, value your trade, secure financing, and boom, you're done. Want a test drive? We'll bring it to you. Start to finish at TomDinsdaleCDJR.com. The convenient way to buy your next vehicle.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM, 92.7 FM, and PlatteRiverPreps.com.
All right, back here at the Osborne Sports Complex. 14-12 is the score. Hastings. We'll take it.
Yeah, they lead 14-12 with only 82 total yards of offense on 26 plays. I mean, it kind of leaves you scratching your head, but you think about the opportunities. Hastings had the football down here at the 30 or 35-yard line. One point in time, they fumbled the football away. We've got 2 turnovers on the day. That was a completed pass for Hastings College to Jacob Sharp. Then he fumbled it. That was first offensive play of the game. Then we fumbled down here. We've had the opportunities to put a few more points on the board, but like last week in Fremont, we squandered them opportunities away. Hastings had a first and goal inside the 10 in Fremont, and they went for it on 4th and inches, weren't able to get it. That's the play that Simonson was hurt on. So we've had the opportunities. The offensive line, it's been a chess match. They've kind of been inserting different players in, different starting lineup here today to start the game. They've been shuttling different players in all game long, tried to find the chemistry that's going to work for Coach Fasknot and his offense. But again, Johnny Zamora running for his life back there like he has all the 2 games or 3 games now that we've played. Zamora has been sacked at least 3 times on my charts, but he's able to get positive yardage there in that first half. Johnny with 30 yards of total rushing in the football game. He does have that 1 scramble. So he finds ways to find seams in the defense, but when you start getting against some bigger, better, faster teams, I wouldn't want to be the one running out in the middle of the field with some of these defenses. So something they've got to continue to work on. They're fixable things, but we've got some issues. The injury bug kind of bit us a little bit here in the first half, but Lathan Shaw did come back into the game late in that second quarter. That's good to see. He's got his helmet on. He's ready to go. And I have not seen Paxton Terry. I see him down in front. He's laughing and animated with the players with his helmet. So obviously, he's going to be good to go here in the second half. So hopefully injury-free here in the first half.
All right, so it's a 14-12 ball game. Hastings has got the lead over the Lancers of Mount Marty. Again, checking out on the other scores in the conference, Northwestern is leading Dakota Wesleyan 33-7 up in Orange City. Midland with a lead over Doane at halftime. The score is 13-3, and Jamestown has got the lead over Briar Cliff. The score is 10-7. They are underway in the second half.
I tell you, you're getting inducted into the Hall of Fame here in a couple of weeks, and it kind of shows where you rank. You rank on the new AD's board.
I don't understand.
I don't know where Chris Clements went. We visited with him here before the game started, and I went out at halftime while you were giving a score rundown, and I don't know where he is. He might be so popular he's sitting down in the stands somewhere with some fans. So who knows? But I'm sure we'll have him up here plenty of times. He's a former soccer coach here at the Hastings College, and glad to have him back. We welcome him aboard, and hopefully, we'll get him up here for some home game broadcasts.
Well, when you're athletic director, you got to wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, you're
this place.
Man of many hats. So he's probably had something come up, and the radio guys are second, third, and fourth down the line. So don't know where he went, but I'm sure we'll have him on in games to come. So second half just about ready to start. Hastings College won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and here we go. It'll be that lightning bolt back there. Jay Sean Wright, he'll be back there also with the running back in Murphy to start this second half off. Broncos will move right to left here on your radio dial, and they lead at 14-12.
Yeah, some way we've got the lead, huh?
Yeah, I look at the stat sheet and go, well, we're down by a couple scores. We're not.
There's the kickoff down along the ground. Murphy is going to pick it up at the 5. Quickly back to the 15, near side 20, 25, and brought down at the 28-yard line. That's where Hastings will start.
I'll tell you what, one bright thing to look at, Murphy, just a freshman. You talked about him earlier in the game being the bigger of the two backs that we're playing today. He's going to be pretty good. Matt talked last week after the postgame show. He just needs some work in the weight room. He's got the frame. They hang some more meat on him. He's going to be a dandy here at Hastings. He brings it out to the 29. 1st and 10 here, Broncos.
All right, Johnny's going to start the second half. Here's a quick pass thrown out here, 35-40. To the 43-yard line. Ethan Wilburn, a quick little pass thrown out to him as Wilburn brings the ball up here for the first down and more. All the way out to the 43-yard line. Again, he's the kid that came aboard when Coach Fastnot made the move to Hastings. He came from Southern Oregon. So 1st and 10 for Hastings. They've got the ball on their own 43. Johnny's going to run the ball again to the 45. Going to be buried there at the 45-yard line. Drew Pendleton and others into the stop here for the Lancers of Mount Marty.
You know, I think you were right. You talked about, Matt, about getting the ball out quicker of Johnny's hands. And right there, first play of the game, they do. They get that ball unloaded. Nice gain, 14-yard run upfield. Now Johnny with a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 here from the 43.
One running back in the backfield. Now Johnny's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a man out there. Wilburn can't make the catch. Diving attempt here on the near sideline inside the 30-yard line. Now you just had too much meat on that one. Incomplete pass. Yeah, you bait him with that short passing game and then take some shots.
Yeah.
That's what this offense is designed to do. We've just been unable to hit. We did have one last week.
Yeah, last week to Tubbs. That one there to Wilburn, the guy that transfer in. He's got a big frame, 6'3". He nearly got to that football. He'll come out. Esch will come in. 2 wide receivers left, 2 right. And it'll be Farrell off the right side. Johnny will throw.
3rd down and 8 yards to go. They're going to take a shot on the other side. That ball is going to be...
Boy, he about caught that left-handed, but it's going to be pass interference on Mount Marty.
That was Torian Tubbs out there. Tubbs nearly caught that one with one hand, but he was on the sideline, and I think he was going to be interfered with here. Penalty flags are down, so Hastings takes a shot, and we get a break.
Pass interference, number 16 of the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic 1st down.
All right, so a pass interference call there on the Lancers. Goes on Marcus Junafin. Junafin, a sophomore out of Crosby, Texas. Hit with a pass interference call. Hastings takes a shot down the left sideline. Then they take a shot down the right sideline. We get the benefit of the pass interference. So Hastings has the ball now in Mount Marty territory. They'll spot the ball down here at the 40.
Yeah, tight coverage there, but Tubbs nearly brought that in. Now we got the beef package back there. Double tight ends in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Farrell off right side. Oh, and he gets through the hole.
Down to the 35 or 34-yard line. Now the little guy just slides through. You don't need much space.
No, you get the 2 tight ends set back there. They're going to run that off the left side now. So you'll see the 2 tight ends line up just right off Johnny's left hip. And it'll be Farrell in the backfield. Those 2 big guys, their shoulder width, you get through the line, they can get Farrell some running room.
They're going to block for Farrell again as he's got the ball across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. A game between Alabama and Texas is now over. Alabama survives an upset bid there for the Longhorns as Alabama edges Texas today by a score of 20-19. Nice pick, Lee Corso.
Yeah, that was a big spread too. 21 points? So Lee Corso picks the Longhorns. They do good. About a 2-yard gain there by Farrell. Going to set up 3rd down and 4 here for Hastings at the 34-yard line. Again, great field position here for Hastings to take advantage.
Just underway here in the second half. The Broncos have the lead. Farrell again has got the ball. Farrell is going to plow his way. He's going to have the first down. Yeah, the little guy moves all the way down to about the 28 or 29-yard line. That's going to be a first down. They're going with that. That's kind of a weird set. We haven't seen that in the 2 games that we have done, Jimmy. They line up those big old tight ends in the backfield, giving us a little bit of additional oomph back there as we're running with a depleted running back core here today. They're going to stay with this set again.
It's like a wishbone.
I don't know what it is, but there's some big guys back there.
Ham bone.
All right, here we're going to run the option play, the pitch it back here to Farrell, and he is hit as he brings the ball to the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. Hit down hard there by the Mount Marty defense. In the stop was Brandon Kraft. Kraft is 6'5", 244-pound sophomore from Hellendale, Iowa. Knocks him down. That was a pickup of a yard on the play, maybe.
Yeah, barely a yard. Good pursuit there by the Lancer defense, stretching that play out. Now they get rid of the tight ends. They'll have 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Farrell stays off the left hip of Zamora.
Second down here is a handoff again. Farrell's going to get the call. He takes it inside. Not much there. Not much there, and Hastings will be looking at a third down situation. Third down here for the Broncos. We'll call it about 5, maybe 6 yards to go. Line of scrimmage is going to be the Mount Marty 26-yard line. Trip set out wide to the right side now for Johnny Z. He looks that way, throws it, and it's going to be off of the fingertips of Wright. That one was thrown behind Jay Sean. Back there in coverage for the Lancers was Josh Pinklethorn, a freshman from Brandon, South Dakota. But not a very good pass thrown there by Zamora. Now Hastings will be looking at a fourth down situation here.
They're going to roll the dice here and leave Bacall on the bench. I don't know. That's a pretty good opportunity to get 3 points. Murphy, the bigger back, is going to be in there. Bad snap.
Zamora picks up. He throws it at the near sideline. It's incomplete. Yeah, the snap came rolling back to Johnny Zamora. So the timing of the play was all messed up there. Johnny throws it to the near sideline. Wilburn was downfield. And that one was thrown low by Zamora, so the Broncos squander away another golden opportunity here in this ball game.
Well, at least an opportunity to kick a field goal. You got Bacall as good as he is. The breeze is blowing. It appears a little bit out of the north, but I don't think enough to affect Bacall. Doesn't matter now. It's over with. Incomplete pass. Mount Marty takes over. Still 14-12 Broncos.
All right, here's a pass thrown. It's going to be off with the fingertips of a man that was in motion to the far side. That was Isaiah Thompson. He came in motion. They tried to swing the ball out to him, and it's off of his fingertips. So it's going to bring up a second down and 10 situation. Clock is stopped at the 10:38 mark of the third quarter. Hastings holding on to the advantage here. 14-12 is the score. Here comes a man in motion again to the near side. That's going to be Fitzgerald as they keep the ball on the ground. Thompson again is going to get the call here. They just run behind his big offensive line. They get it to the 29-yard line. So a short pickup of maybe 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a third down situation here for the Lancers.
You know, you look at the roster for Mount Marty, they have got guys scattered from all over the country. I mean, they've got recruiters that are traveling a lot of miles. And then you look at the size of guys they're bringing in. How do those tackles, let alone some of the other guys, how do they remove a seat in the bus?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be sitting with them, huh? There's a pass that's going to be incomplete. The Broncos will hold here on defense. That pass is delivered low downfield to Trevor Fitzgerald. So they go 3 plays and out.
But, I mean, yeah, they've got, players from California and Texas and
How big
Louisiana.
was that one guy? How big was that one guy you pointed out earlier?
He led the team out, Patrick Perkins.
Yes.
He's a sophomore, 6'8", 395 pounds. You've got the right tackle at 6'7", 349. I mean, they've got other guys on the roster well over 300 pounds. Those bus seats aren't very big. I don't know what you do with them, but they've got some big boys and guys from all across the country.
Here comes the punt now. It's going to be Esch carrying the ball back the other way, 35-40, 45-50. He gets it into Mount Marty territory to the 49. That's where Hastings will start.
About a 15-yard return by Esch. Esch has got some pretty good wheels back there as well to return. So Hastings, again, will have good starting position here right at about midfield. I think they'll spot it down at the 49-yard line.
I didn't mean to cut you off when you were rambling on about the problems with the bus.
Well, the guys are huge.
Yeah.
They're a big football team, but again, like I said, they've got players from not a lot from Nebraska and South Dakota. They're based out of Yankton. Boy, it's got a roster from all over. So Zamora in the game. He's got Murphy off his right hip.
He's going to take a shot downfield down the right sideline. He's got a man out there. That's Tubbs. Tubbs makes a nice catch inside the 10-yard line.
I tell you what, Torian Tubbs is really making himself a dangerous, dangerous man. And now we hope this is not a bad deal. Tubbs goes down. He was tackled awkwardly inside the 10-yard line. So we'll give Tubbs 42 on the reception. Another big catch there. He had one in Fremont. Boy, he's favoring that, looks to be like his right leg. He's on the far sidelines. He was tackled, like I said, kind of wrapped up down there inside the 10. We'll check on him. But Tubbs now with 3 receptions in the ball game for 55 yards, and we'll check on his condition.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Torian Tubbs. He is down with 9:33 to play. Injury timeout here. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 14, Mount Marty 12. You're listening to Bronco football on ESPN.
The gifts from friends and alumni of Hastings College are always appreciated. And now there's an even greater opportunity to target your gifts more easily than ever before with Bronco Boost. With Bronco Boost, you simply log into hastings.edu, then click on the Giving drop-down menu to reach Bronco Boost. Target your gift in on up to...
Is on target for 25 years. We are headed into 25 years because of all of you. 25 years of good food, great service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Bullseyes is open 6 days a week for lunch and dinner. Stop in today and see why we are world famous. Our burgers, our steaks, and our wings, along with a drink menu with something for everyone. So, to everyone in the Adams County area, thank you for almost 25 years. Come see me, Keeley, today at 2017 West 2nd Street in Hastings.
Well, Tubbs goes trotting off of the field, so we quickly run a play here. And that is Farrell taking the ball into the end zone from about 5 or 6 yards out.
How about 8 yards?
8 yards out, and the Broncos score.
Yeah, good job by the right side of that offensive line. They had a tight end out over there that sealed the end off. They handed it off. Farrell just bounced it outside, took it upfield. Hastings College, after the 42-yard pass and catch to Tubbs, Bockel's in the game. They've extended their lead. Snap is back, placement's down, kick is up. Nothing to be shocked about here. It's good right through the pipe. So a big pass play. Again, Tubbs having a good afternoon here in the home opener at Lloyd Wilson Field. And he gets the Broncos down inside the 10 to the 8. They take it in, and all is well. 21-12 here at Hastings.
All right, 9:22 to play in the third quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bronco football on ESPN.
You can buy books online, music online, even toothpaste. So why not your car? Tom Dinsdale CDJR makes it easy with start to finish. Just click the blue Purchase Now button on any new or used vehicle on our website. Choose your payments, value your trade, secure financing, and boom, you're done. Want a test drive? We'll bring it to you. Start to finish at TomDinsdaleCDJR.com, the convenient way to buy your next vehicle.
ESPN Tri-Cities, PlatteRiverPreps.com.
All right, back here at the Osborne Sports Complex, the first possession of the second half. That's the way you want to start things, Jimmy. A nice drive there for Hastings. Get the big play to Torian Tubbs. They get the touchdown from Farrell, who scores his first rushing touchdown of the season, and the Broncos up 21-12.
Yeah, and then they connect on the big pass play. Hastings has tried to go deep several times here in this football game, but I think it was some of the short passes. They were able to get a couple of guys exposed downfield a little bit. Bockel into the football, high end over end kick, short. Going to be trouble for Mount Marty.
They pick it up at the 20-yard line, and they bring it to about the 23. Yeah, it was high in the air. It wasn't very deep. It was finally picked up down there by Josh Pinklethorne on the return team. And the Broncos right down there to smother him down there around the 20-yard line or so. Up around the 23 is where they're going to spot the football, and that's where Mount Marty will go to work offensively.
Broncos with 16 yards on the ground that play, 56 through the air. So now Mount Marty with their first drive of the second half. Bronco D back on the field.
They have ran a variety of guys in and out at the running back position, as they will have Nishigaya into the ball game right there as he brings the ball. He bounces off of a couple of would-be tacklers, breaks it outside and brings it across the 25 out to about the 27-yard line. Maybe closer to the 29 is going to give him a good spot there. So it's second down here. Second down and about, 4 yards to go for the Lancers. 8:45 to play here in the third quarter. Hastings out on top in this ball game as they keep the ball on the ground again. As plow forward across the 30 out to the 31 or 32. It'll be a couple of yards shy of the first down. Nishigaya again carrying the football there for the Lancers.
Tell you what, they don't have a running back that gets gassed.
No, they shouldn't.
They've got plenty. They've got plenty in the stable.
It's third down now for the Lancers. Third down and a couple of yards to go. The ball is at the 32. That's the Mount Marty 32. And they call the play from the sideline. Now they're getting lined up. Wide receivers left and right. Man comes in motion. And now we've got a penalty flag down or a timeout call. This just looked like they were mixed up from the very beginning here. That's going to be a delay of game. The play clock runs out of the end zone. Everybody was shifting side to side there, and people in the wrong positions, and that play just didn't look right from the very beginning, and they used up all the play clocks, and now they're penalized. That's really a big one. Now it's third down and 7 instead of third and about 2.
Yeah, they've been able to get 2-3 yards about every carry, and that one there's going to cost them 5. It's going to set up third down and 7. 7th penalty against Mount Marty here today. Again, 3rd and 7, ball at the 27. They'll throw.
All right, here's Gay across the middle, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver downfield. That would have been a big catch. Rex Reichen, the big old tight end, was across the middle. He had it in his hands, and that one goes whistling right on by.
I think Pawlowski for Hastings College kind of deflected that maybe a little bit. Looked like he got his left hand in there right prior to the ball getting there. But nonetheless, falls incomplete. Now a punting situation, and Ash will drop back deep.
All right, so Mount Marty's going to have to punt the pig away. This is Trevor Fitzgerald to do the punting here. He averages about 36 yards per kick. He's standing here at his own 11-yard line. He gets it away, high into the air. Esch might have a chance here. He grabs the ball at the 30, bobbles it, now runs it to the 35 to the 40, near sideline 45-50, 45-40, down the sideline 35, cuts back to the 30, 25, he's to the 20-yard line. A great return by Esch, but hold on, we got a penalty flag back upfield.
This is going to nullify about a 43-yard return by Ash. He's a big, lanky frame, looks like a deer out there running. I'm sure this is going to be a block on the edge that really wasn't needed. Ash was able to get around the guy closest to him. Maybe we'll see a replay of it coming soon, but everything's coming back. So good return by Ash, all for naught. It'll be fourth penalty on Hastings.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside by receiving team, number 18. 15 yards to spot the foul.
All right, so another personal foul on Hastings. That's got about, 3 or 4 major penalties we've had today?
Fourth one, yeah.
So that brings the ball back. Instead of having it down around the 20-yard line, Hastings is going to start in their own territory at the 30.
Discipline.
All right, so Hastings has got the ball. First down and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Hastings out on top of this ball game with the Lancers. The score is 21-12. 7 minutes and 21 seconds to play. They're going to take another shot. Johnny Z down the near sideline. That's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Wilburn, but he was pretty well covered up like a blanket. Johnny threw it anyway. Just wanted to make a Wilburn to make a play downfield. It falls to the turf. Incomplete pass, and it's now a second down situation. Second down and 10.
Hastings going to continue with a bunch of wide receivers out there. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Murphy will be in the backfield.
Justin Chop was back there in coverage that last time for the Mount Marty defense. Second down and 10 yards to go. Johnny Z throws it here to Esch. Breaks a tackle, 35-40, 45, run out of bounds here.
Oh, there's a flag. That's terrible. Don't do it. Boy, a lot of guys wanted to retaliate. That was a tackle way out of bounds by Mount Marty. The official right there, he was digging for his flag, and then Esch wanted to go at him, and Boy, they were lucky just to keep the Broncos squad off of that. That would have been you don't want to retaliate. They've already called the flag. Big gain there by Esch, and here's the call.
Avery Rice is a guilty party, I believe.
Personal foul, number 14, defense, late hit out of bounds. That penalty added 15 yards on the end of the run, automatic first down.
Yep, that's the case, Avery Rice. So a nice pass and catch there by Garrett Esch. They tack on 15, and Hastings has now got the ball down here at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Hastings. They've got the ball now in Lancer territory, looking for their second win of the season. Again, Johnny Z wants to take a shot. Wilburn, he had to go right through his fingertips. That was 6 points, Jimmy.
Oh, my gosh, he had a couple yards on his defender, had his hands out there. Again, I don't know if we're going to see a replay, but I don't know if they want to watch this on game film tomorrow or not. Wilburn had that go right between his two hands.
All right, so that's going to be an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Hastings with the ball down here at the Mount Marty 35-yard line. 7 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. 21-12. Hastings has got the lead. They fake it to Murphy. They throw it out here to Esch. He spins at the 30-yard line, and he is going to be brought down there. Look at the white shirts over here this time for the Lancers, making sure Esch.
Pushing, look out.
Yeah, there was some extracurricular activity here on the near sideline. Is that what you call that? Extracurricular activity?
Extracurricular activities. It's getting chippy out there right now. Been several personal foul calls. That was a nice pass and catch. Gain of about 5 to Esch. Esch has got 2 back-to-back catches now for 40 yards. Hastings at a 3rd and 5. They were very quick to the line of scrimmage. Thought they were going to try to get one off early. Now they stop and look to the sidelines. Now they're ready to go.
All right, Johnny's got a couple of wide receivers each way now. Murphy in the backfield. Zamora throws it. It's going to be caught here at the 22. At the 20-yard line and ridden out of bounds. Making the catch that time for Hastings was Will Austin, who's into the ball game now. Broncos have a stable of very talented wide receivers trying to spread the ball around. Will Austin, he's a kid out of St. Joe, Missouri, 6 foot, 170-pounder.
I've got 7 different receivers today have touched the football. Johnny now with 149 unofficially.
Here's Antoine Murphy carrying the ball. Murphy takes it from the 20 down to about the 17. We give him 3 yards on the play, so that's the bigger out of the backs that we have available today. Murphy, what's he go? He goes 5'11", 178. Farrell is 5'6", 179, and Thorpe is 5'4", 161. Here's a Johnny Z, quarterback keeper around the right end. He takes the ball down to the 11-yard line. So the Broncos trying to take control of this ball game. They are leading Mount Marty. The score is 21-12. We've got 5 minutes and 28 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos in the red zone. Knocking on touchdown door down here. 3rd down and a yard. Ball is sitting at the 11-yard line of the Lancers. Hastings right to left here in this 3rd quarter. Murphy gets the call. Murphy is going to have the first down. Or is he? He is knocked down. I thought he got more downfield than they're actually going to give him credit for here. He only needed a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Hastings still looking at a...
Well, they need to move the chains. They were the...
Here's Murphy. He's going to get the call again. Murphy inside the 5-yard line. Murphy takes it down to about the 3-yard line. I'm not sure what down that was because they're all messed up.
They didn't even have the chain set. The officials were ready to go, but they didn't indicate to the chain gang where to even set up. That was...
Anyway, we got the ball at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, about a 3-yard gain there by Murphy again, so Hastings knocking on touchdown door yet again. Second half, they've done a much, much better job here offensively.
2nd down and goal for Hastings at the 4-yard line. Here's Farrell again. He's going to get the call, puts his head down, drives it toward the goal line. He's going to be short. Hastings will have a 3rd down opportunity. 3rd down opportunity now for the Broncos down here at about the 2-yard line. And now we got an injured player down there. Is that Farrell down and sitting on the seat of his pants? We've got a injury timeout. We'll take a break. 4:15 to play 3rd quarter. Hastings 21, Mount Marty 12.
At 5 Points Bank of Hastings, you have access to the most effective and efficient banking tools available.
You can access your account information at any time from anywhere.
Screenings and treatment of chronic conditions. Family Medical Center is the area's only independent family medicine clinic. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Your family's home for health care. 1021 West 14th Street, proud to support all area student athletes.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM and 92.7 FM.
All right, the Broncos looking at a third down situation now. Third down and goal. The ball is down there around the 3-yard line. But again, tending to an injured Bronco sitting on the seat of his pants down there at about the 3.
Looking through the glasses, still working out a cramp on that left calf. I could see him rubbing that area there. Don't usually see that as the season gets progressed a little bit and you get some cooler temperatures, but definitely got one going there. They can't even get him up. Must be pretty bad.
Northwestern is out on top of Dakota Wesleyan. Action from the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They've got 12:47 to play in the fourth quarter up in Orange City. Northwestern 47, Dakota Wesleyan 7. Midland has got a lead over Doane. They've got 5:53 to play in the third. Midland 13, Doane 6. And in Sioux City this afternoon, Jamestown is out on top of Briar Cliff. The score is 17-10. That's going to be the case. That is Farrell, and now we're really short at running back. Farrell and Brett Simonson now on the sidelines. We're down to Murphy and anybody else that wants to play this position. Murphy is into the ball game right now. There's a pass thrown into the corner of the end zone. It's going to be grabbed for the touchdown. Wilburn gets his first touchdown as a Bronco. They use his big frame there in the corner of the end zone. Johnny Z gets it up there, and Wilburn makes a nice reception in the corner of the end zone. And Hastings is now out on top 27-12.
Second touchdown pass for Zamora here. They use the big frame of Wilburn down there. He was kind of hand fighting with the defender, but his bigger body paid off there. 2-yard touchdown pass. Johnny now with 151 unofficially, and Bockel into the game for almost an automatic, which it is automatic PAT. So now Hastings' second half have come alive offensively. They look way better than what they did the first half, and it's shown here. The defense continues to play well. The Broncos extend the lead to 28-12 here.
All right, you're listening to Bronco football today on ESPN Radio.
Whatever the Midwest weather brings, you can rely on a York comfort system to keep your home comfortable all year. York systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, cutting your energy costs by as much as 50%. Plus, all York residential products have some of the best warranties in the industry. Your York Midwest dealer is Ruts Heating and Air in Hastings and Kearney. Go to rutsheating.com, proudly serving the entire Tri-City area. Learn how you can move up to a new line of comfort and efficiency for your home.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM, 92.7 FM, and PlatteRiverPreps.com.
All right, 4:05 to play here in the third quarter. 28-12. Hastings has taken control of the ball game. Weather-wise, it's kind of cooperated today. We had a threat of rain throughout the ball game, they told us earlier. Just had a sprinkle or two as things got started today, but it's turned out to be a real nice day here for the home opener for 2022. There's the kickoff by Bockel. Hastings is down there. They're going to bring him down now. Kick was high. They bring him down at the 20-yard line. Hayden Fells, a reserve defensive back for the Broncos, playing in special teams. Downfield to bring him down there for Hastings College. And now Mount Marty has got the ball. They haven't done too much here in the second half either.
No, 9 yards rushing, no yards passing. So you talk about the Bronco defense flexing their muscles. They have done the job here in the second half of action. That was a great textbook open field tackle by Fells on special teams. So now Mount Marty takes over at the 23-yard line. 3:59 left to go here in quarter number 3.
All right, Ken Gay is the quarterback. He's going to keep the ball on the ground again. They're kind of committed to this. Isaiah Thompson carrying the ball. Thompson carrying the ball from the 24 out across the 25 to the 26. We'll give him 2 yards on the play. Second down, 8 yards to go for the Lancers. 3:40 to play in the third quarter. Hastings out on top by a score of 28-12 here in the ball game. Man comes in motion. They're going to throw the football. Gay stands in a pocket. He's going to throw the ball downfield. That's way overthrown. Intended receiver out there was Rex Reichen. Nowhere close. Brandenburg back in coverage for Hastings. Broncos beat this team a year ago up in Yankton, 28-21. Hastings and Mount Marty combined for a lot of offense in that ball game, as I can remember. They had a lot of long plays.
Yeah, a lot of big plays in that game. Hastings now unofficially with about 228 yards of total offense. I still see my 16 circled there that was almost through quarter number 1. They've done a better job offensively.
Here's Gay. He wants to throw the ball again. Cocks the arm, throws it across the middle. It's incomplete. No penalty flags. Again, they try to go short this time to Reichen. Brandenburg back in coverage for Hastings. We were waiting for the penalty flag. We don't get one right there. And now 3 plays and out. And Mount Marty will have to punt the football away. I got Midland on my mind.
Yeah.
We played there last week.
Yeah, we're done with them for the year. So Mount Marty will come out to punt again. It'll be Esch back deep. Esch has done a pretty good job here in the second half. He's caught a couple of balls on the Broncos sideline, taking it downfield. He had a big punt return here last punt, but nullified by a personal foul. We'll see what he can do here. The punter gets it off. Gonna keep it away from Esch.
Yeah, Fitzgerald just knocks it to the near sideline. That's going to go out of bounds. They're going to spot the football around the 35, so that's where Hastings College will start on their own 35-yard line. 28-12 is the score. The Broncos have the lead here in this one. Hastings College offense will come out one more time. So Hastings, this is the third ball game of the season. We're going to be at Concordia next week.
Night game.
Well, they originally had it set for night, and the schedule I'm looking at now says a 1 o'clock start. Here's a handoff as Murphy takes the ball straight up the field. 35 to the 38-yard line. Yeah, originally when I was putting the schedule together, they had it listed as a 7 o'clock game. It's now listed as a 1 o'clock game. We'll check with that. I'm down to...
We better check. We've been known to be at the wrong stadiums, the wrong times.
We better not show up at 7. The game will be way over by then.
We better know our role.
Here's a pass to the near sideline. That one bounces to Esch, the intended receiver over here on the near sideline. What's Johnny doing for numbers passing-wise here today?
151 unofficially, 21 pass attempts. He's connected with 7 different receivers and 2 touchdowns, 1 to Tubbs and 1 to Wilburn.
Now it's third down, 7 yards to go. Hastings with the ball here on the 38-yard line. Johnny Z with the ball. Johnny rolls near his side, throws it down the left sideline. Almost came up with a sensational one-handed grab here. Johnny was knocked down on the play. Garrett Esch nearly made a spectacular catch down here, down the near sideline, but couldn't come up with it. Incomplete pass, and Hastings will have to punt the football away with 2 minutes and 33 seconds to play. Boy, it's been a long third quarter, hasn't it?
Yeah, and Matt wanted a personal foul there, late hit. Johnny was really hit hard. Matt was out at the numbers lobbying to get a penalty flag there. While all that was going on, Esch was almost able to make a left-handed catch down in front of the Bronco bench. Would have been a big gain. So now the special teams are out there. Now we've got timeout called by Matt.
Well, they were a man short, and now Hastings burned the timeout. We'll take a break. 2 minutes and 33 seconds to play Here in the third quarter, the Broncos have the lead. Hastings 28, Mount Marty 12.
The gifts from friends and alumni of Hastings College are always appreciated. And now there's an even greater opportunity to target your gifts more easily than ever before. On up to 9 areas. Give anything from athletics to theater to music. Bronco Boost, a service of the Hastings College Foundation to directly impact Hastings College students.
ESPN Tri-Cities, PlatteRiverPreps.com.
All right, back here at the Osborne Sports Complex. 28-12 is the score. Hastings has got the lead over Mount Marty. The Broncos will have to punt now. On 4th down and 7 yards to go. Ball is on their own 38-yard line. Bockel gets the ball. He gets it away. Another good kick. He's going to bounce here at the 35. Bounces across the 30, across the 25. Down here, it's going to roll dead at the 22-yard line. So Jason Bockel delivers there. See down here on the sideline, SID, Adam Mazer, who was a great kicker for the Broncos way back when. Gives him a high five as he comes off of the field.
Old Golden Toe.
Yeah, Golden Toe down the sidelines today, taking some pics for the Hastings College Media Department here.
Tell you what, you go back as long as we've been doing this, Hastings has had some outstanding kickers. 2 Bockles.
Well, Mays, he was the kicker when we were in the playoff run, remember?
Yeah.
We went to Illinois someplace or went down to Missouri.
I don't know.
Someplace.
We've been doing this. We're dating ourselves now.
All right, so Mount Marty has got the ball. Here's a big hole across the 25 to the 30. That's their best rush they've had for a while. They bring the ball out to the 30-yard line. Lindenwood. Remember that? We went down to Lindenwood.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had the press box that wasn't, we were in a construction zone with yellow tape, and you about jumped out the 3rd floor of the press box when they made that. That was Casey Trambley was
Casey
quarterback.
Trambley, yeah.
Yeah, there was quite a fun bunch of parents in that group. But yeah, that was
a long 4 years with that group of parents.
Boy, that you could say that again.
Yeah, that was just a long 4 years with that group of parents.
They knew how to tailgate.
2nd down and 2 yards to go. That was a pickup of 8 yards on the play. We're down to 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hastings has got the lead over Mount Marty, 28-12 here. Here's Gay. He's running for his life back there. Gay has still got the ball to the far sideline, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. He'll be lobbying for a late hit, but I think it was right on the sideline over there as Gay is knocked down on the play. He's going to lose yardage on this one, so it'll go down as a quarterback sack. They'll bring the ball back here inside the 30-yard line. Mount Marty coaches just to our left, lobbying for a late hit over there. They're not going to get it. That was a loss all the way back to the 25-yard line, so now it's 3rd down and long.
Big hit by Catterson over there on the sidelines. He was still inbound. The official was right there. He would have thrown it. They've been prone to throw them personal foul penalties here this afternoon. So a big loss. We'll call it a loss of 6. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7, ball at the 25.
Gay backs up again. He wants to throw. Here comes the pressure again. Gay is going to just throw it up here. A jump ball situation, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Miyazawa. We've done a good job on him today. He had 4 catches in their season opener against Presentation College for 206 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think he's only got a handful of receptions maybe today against Hastings.
Not even a handful. How about 1?
Wow, that is a shorthand.
For 14 yards. We've done a great job. Ulrich back deep. One of the guys back there into double coverage. Just kind of threw a high up for grabs football. Esch will be out. He'll stand at the own 40-yard line.
Fitzgerald will kick again. He stands at his own 10. Gets a good snap. He gets the ball away. Esch will have a chance. Grabs it at the 39. He's back to the 45 quickly to the 50. Nice move at the 45 to the 40, 35, 30. And he's going to take the ball all the way back to the 26-yard line. We may have found ourselves a punt returner, huh?
38 yards on that return. No Laundry, although they won it in our neighboring booth. 37 on the return by Esch. Yes, he's done a great job. We've got Jay Sean Wright, the little fireball, the lightning bolt. He does the kickoff returns. So now Hastings going to have another golden opportunity here deep into
Well, hold on here. Do we
Mount
have
Marty territory.
Do we have a penalty flag? No, Hastings is out
No,
there.
I did not see a penalty flag down. So Murphy will be in the game. It'll be Zamora. Line of scrimmage will be the 29-yard line. 52 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3.
All right, Murphy is going to get the call here. Again, our depleted running back core. Antoine Murphy is going to be pressed into service here. He takes the ball down to the 26. He was going to see some snaps today anyway, but they really didn't want to give any one individual back a workload here today. But Murphy might be pressed into service here for the rest of the ball game. Second down and 7 yards to go. Murphy picks up 3 on the play. Hastings with the ball down here at the 26-yard line. Trips out wide to the right side. Zamora looks that way. Zamora got a lot of room. 20, 15, 10, 5, corner of the end zone. Did he get in there? You know, he's knocked out of bounds at the 1.
Knocked the cone down. I thought he might have got in, but the defender run him out. What at about the 1-yard line?
All right, Johnny wanted to throw the ball to the right side. That's where they had trips set up. He looks back to his left, and there was nobody out here. I mean, nobody out here defensively for the Lancers. Johnny takes the ball all the way down to the 2 officially as we're going to spot the ball. And now I think we're going to have a timeout.
Nope, end of the quarter.
At the end of the third quarter.
All right, so they just let the clock run out down there, and we'll switch ends. We'll head to the other end of the field here. Hastings has taken control of the ball game. They want more. 3 quarters in the books. Hastings with a lead. Broncos 28. Mount Marty 12. You're listening to Bronco Football.
The world-famous Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings is on target for 25 years. We are headed into 25 years because of all of you. 25 years of good food, great service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Bullseye's is open 6 days a week for lunch and dinner. Stop in today and see why we are world famous. Our burgers, our steaks, and our wings, along with a drink menu with something for everyone. So, to everyone in the Adams County area, thank you for almost 25 years. Come see me, Keeley, today at 2017 West 2nd Street in Hastings.
Shopping smart has its rewards, like the Advantage Rewards program from Tom Dinsdale CDJR. Every new vehicle comes with 1 year of protection for tires, wheels, windshield dents, and dings. Plus 5 years of protection for paint and fabric at no additional cost. Now that's smart. Keep your vehicle looking new and running great with the Advantage Rewards program from Tom Dinsdale CDJR. On Hastings North Side or TomDinsdaleCDJR.com. Some restrictions apply. Visit TomDinsdaleCDJR.com.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM and 92.7 FM.
All right, Hastings with the ball down here at the 2-yard line to give it to Murphy, and he jams it into the end zone for the score. That's his first career touchdown as a Bronco. Antoine Murphy, the freshman out of Dallas, sticks it into the end zone for the score.
Murphy now 6 carries, 18 yards, all in the second half. Actually, 8 carries now, 18 yards, and a 2-yard touchdown run by Murphy as Hastings extends their lead to 34-12, and money in the bank on the south end of the field to attempt the PAT, and that is good. So Hastings is really taking charge here in this second half.
The Broncos have shut out the Lancers here in the second half on defense. Hastings now has extended the lead. 14:58 to play in the game. Hastings 35, Mount Marty 12. You're listening to Bronco Football on ESPN.
5 Points Bank provides strong and consistent financial support to local civic, educational, and charitable organizations. Additionally, our staff gives numerous hours of volunteer help. Providing this kind of support is exactly what locally owned, locally managed banks do.
5 Points Bank believes in giving back and doing all we can to make the quality of life in our area as strong as possible. Responsible corporate citizenship is a key part of our mission statement.
5 Points Bank, doing all we can to make our area a great place to live.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM, 92.7 FM, and PlatteRiverPreps.com.
All right, so the Broncos have outscored Mount Marty here in the second half, 21-0.
How about the defense allowing Mount Marty with 10 snaps, 15 yards, and a first down in the third quarter?
I like that.
That's domination.
Bockel is going to be into the football. He's going to drill that one in the end zone. Well, that's about 8 yards deep in the end zone. Pretty well takes the opposing kickoff return team out of play, doesn't it?
Kind of does. Get you some numbers through 3 quarters. Brought to you by the Hastings College Foundation. Now you can target any size gift to Bronco Boost. Find out more at hastings.edu. For the Lancers, 144 yards unofficially in the game, 45 through the air, 99 on the ground. They have 13 first downs and 9 penalties for Hastings. They've cranked things up, 264 total, 151 through the air, 113 on the ground. 2 touchdowns by Zamora. Murphy now with 8 carries, 22 yards and a touchdown. The Broncos with 16 first downs, 4 penalties.
All right, Gay has got the ball. He gets outside the numbers. He's upended there at the 31 or 32-yard line. Gay takes it around the right end.
Going to give him a good spot. 8-yard gain.
Second down and 2 yards to go. Hastings' defense has been very good here for the second week in a row. Gay coming to the near side now, cuts back. He's across the 35. He's going to have the first down to the 37-yard line. Tackle is made in there by Caden Egger, a linebacker for the Broncos, a sophomore out of Utan, Nebraska. And now we've got another Bronco injury down here. Another Bronco injury down here at about the 37-yard line.
Can't get a number laying
no, they're gonna get
right
him
in
up.
between the hash.
They're going to get him up. And,
yeah, Higuaro.
Yeah, we don't want him to go down. Don't like to see anybody go down, but we've suffered a couple of injuries today.
Yeah, it's been a physical football game. Farrell, I see he was up. They kind of got the cramps worked out of him. Don't know if we'll see him anymore in the game. They're going to help Big Higuaro off the field here. So first down at the 37-yard line, just underway here in the fourth quarter.
Broncos have the lead here in this one. First and 10 here for the Lancers. Going to give the ball away again. Boy, they're just committed to this running attack today. This is Morrison, the guy who scored a couple of touchdowns for the Lancers. Gets the ball to about the 44-yard line.
Now all of a sudden in the running game for Mount Marty, they've been able to almost double up their rushing numbers in the third quarter. Just on 3 snaps, they pick up 9 there, 2nd and 1.
He gets the call again. He slides through there. He's going to pick up enough for a first down across the 50 to the 49. It's not like Hastings was bad against the rush last week against the Midland, Jimmy. I don't know what Mount Marty saw because they are running the football here today. All right, here comes Gay. He wants to throw this time. Scrambles. He brings it across the 50, 45, and again, it hurdles his way down to about the 40-yard line before he is tackled on the play. R.G. McMyers, the guys on the tackle there for Hastings College. Also Harrison Uday, and Uday's going to check out. Second down, here's a pass thrown out here. It's going to be caught here at the 35-yard line and then ridden down. That's Miyazawa, makes the reception. That's his second reception of the day. He's from Honolulu, Hawaii. 5'11", 176-pound junior. Had over 200 yards, or right at 200 yards, 206 against Presentation College in their season opening win here. Hastings has been in his hip pocket all day long today. Has not been a factor so far. First down, 10 yards to go. Mount Marty with the ball down here at the Hastings 36. Gay with the ball, winds up. He throws it downfield again. There's a ball that's going to be caught down at the 10-yard line. The reception is made by Rex Riken. He had to wait for the ball to come down. He just got position against the defensive back. I think that was Pates back there for Hastings.
Ulrich.
He got positioning, and he made the catch.
Yeah, right in front of Jesse.
Now the ball is sitting at the 10-yard line. Gay runs it to the right side. He spins at the 11, takes it to the 10 to the 9-yard line. Is brought down to the play at the 9-yard line. That's going to bring up a second down and goal. I hope these guys don't jump out the window beside us.
I don't know. Normally when they get college coaches up here, there's a full room of them. There's 2 of them and jumping around like some animals over there right now.
All right, second down and goal. The ball is at the 9-yard line. Ball is on the far side hash mark. A lot of green grass over here to the left side of the formation. There's a handoff. They're going to give it away. That's going to be a Morrison, and he takes the ball into the end zone for the score. He scores his third touchdown of the day here. Morrison takes it in, and Mount Marty gets on the board here early in the fourth quarter.
9 carries and 76 yards. 9 plays. But that didn't take long. They just went right down the field. Couple of pass plays, a 5 and a 25-yarder, and then they did everything else on the ground. And for as solid as we were in the third quarter, I don't know whether there's not been substitutions, but they just flat got the job done, took it right down the field very quickly on the Hastings defense.
Now they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here as they hand the ball away, and taking it in for 2 is going to be Thompson. Isaiah Thompson gets the 2-point conversion. So Mount Marty comes back with some points of their own. Hastings now with a 15-point lead here in the fourth quarter. 11 minutes and 49 seconds to play here in the fourth. Hastings with the lead. The Broncos 35 and the Lancers 20.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person, regardless of... and more efficient than ever before, cutting your energy costs by as much as 50%. Plus, all York residential products have some of the best warranties in the industry. Your York Midwest dealer is Ruts Heating and Air in Hastings and Kearney. Go to rutsheating.com, proudly serving the entire Tri-City area. Learn how you can move up to a new line of comfort and efficiency for your home.
ESPN Tri-Cities, PlatteRiverPreps.com.
All right, it's now a 35-20 ball game. Hastings with the lead. Mount Marty into the football. They're going to keep it low, and Hastings will field this one at the 25-yard line. I was going to say, is it too early maybe for an onside kick? It's only a 2-possession ball game. I feel like we're in complete control of this game, Jimmy, but it's only a 2-possession game right now.
Well, yeah, at halftime you were left scratching your head because we were behind in total yardage, 82 to 147, but we had the lead. Third quarter was so heavily dominated by Hastings, and now Mount Marty has started out the fourth quarter. They jammed it right down our throats and added a score. Now Hastings will have it at the first possession of the fourth quarter.
Here's a Johnny Z. He's going to run it around the right end after a good fake inside with Murphy. And Johnny Z is going to be knocked down here at the 45-yard line. Remember the ball game last year up in Yankton? The Lancers made a push in the fourth quarter as well, and we had to hang on for the win up there. Hastings winning 28-21 when we first played Mount Marty in 2021.
20-yard gain there by Zamora off right side, first down at the 45.
Now he's got the ball again. He's going to crank her up down the right sideline. Esch fighting for position. He can't make the catch. Wants a penalty flag, doesn't get it.
Coach Fastenot, he is going to meet the official. Oh, boy.
So is Matt. Anyway, Esch was mugged downfield here. He was knocked down.
Yeah, he doesn't have a wallet or any of his change left in his pockets.
Yeah, who was that man? All right, 11:07 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hastings leading by a score of 35-20. Looking at second down now, 10 yards to go. Antoine Murphy is going to get the call as Murphy takes it to about the 49-yard line, so a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos looking at third down and 6. So Murphy's seeing a little bit more playing time than he expected here today, but Alan Farrell getting a little bit injured earlier in this ball game. Brent Simonson is already on the sideline, so we're down to Malik Thorpe and Antoine Murphy left in the running back core here today. Third down and 6 yards to go. Johnny going to throw the ball. He's got a man wide open. It's caught at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Deshaun Wright gets behind the DBs. A perfect strike throw there by Johnny Zamora, and the Broncos are on the board here in the fourth quarter.
201 yards unofficially, 3 touchdowns. That one there's good from 50 yards out. Wright was lined up at the slot on the far side of the field. He run down the far hash, cut it in the middle, and Zamora hit him right on the money. The defender tried to catch up. That's like a diesel pickup trying to catch a Ferrari. You ain't going to get it done. And Wright takes it in uncontested. Now Bockel in the game for the PAT. The Broncos extend their lead. The placement, the kick, and it is good. Going to have to put some ice on Bockel's foot, but big play there by Hastings, and Zamora, after the shaky start to start this thing out, has really warmed up.
I want to go back to the diesel pickup and the Ferrari.
Diesel and the Ferrari, you just ain't going to catch it.
That's probably not a good...
No, it ain't going to happen.
All right, we'll take a break here. 10:26 to play in the fourth quarter. Hastings 42, Mount Marty 20.
The gifts from friends and alumni of Hastings College are always appreciated. And now there's an even greater opportunity to target your gifts more easily than ever before with Bronco Boost. With Bronco Boost, you simply log into hastings.edu, then click on the Giving drop-down menu to reach Bronco Boost. Target your gift in on up to 9 areas. Give anything from athletics to theater to music. Bronco Boost, a service of the Hastings College Foundation to directly impact Hastings College students.
ESPN Tri-Cities, 1550 AM and 92.7 FM.
All right, back at the Osborne Sports Complex. I don't think you've ever owned a diesel, and I know you have not owned a Ferrari.
I've seen him run down the road. Would it have been better to say that was a buffalo and a cheetah?
That's
Would
all
that
right.
have been a bit of better comparison? No comparison there. A lot of speed from Wright.
I get the picture. Yeah, I get
You
the
got
picture.
it. All right.
Here comes the kickoff. This one is going to be short of the end zone. They're going to have a chance to return this one 5, 10, 15, 20, out across the 25 to the 28-yard line. So that's where Mount Marty is going to start. About their own 25 or 26-yard line.
Just figuring up here. 3 catches now for Wright in the game.
That was Hanson returning the ball for Mount Marty.
3 for 62 and a touchdown. Now we got penalty flags.
Unsportsmanlike, kicking team number 47. 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
That's the third personal foul we have seen on Hastings today. Marcus Dustin is the guilty party. Jimmy says 4 major penalties on Hastings today.
We've only been hit with 5 penalties today, but 4 of them have been personal foul penalties. Matt doesn't understand it. Tiny's down there to give him an explanation. He won't win. They'll move the football out to the 43 is where Mount Marty will take over.
All right, so they're going to hand the ball away again. This time it's going to be Thompson. Thompson gets about a yard. Game has really slowed down. Both teams are running pretty fast-paced in the first half. It's a snail's pace at best here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Mount Marty's only run 18 plays here in this second half. Hastings hasn't run a whole lot more.
42-20 is the score. The Broncos have the lead. Gay wants to throw the ball. He does here on the near sideline. He's grabbed at the 50 and spun down. That's Jonah Miyazawa making the reception, but Hastings right in his hip pocket to bring him down. He'll be short of a first down as they bring it right to the 50. 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Ball is sitting right at the 50-yard line here at the Osborne Sports Complex. Gay sprints out right side. He wants to throw it. He does. Incomplete. Pates knocking the ball away there of Rex Riken, the intended receiver. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down situation for Mount Marty. Lancers have gone for it a couple of times here on 4th down. We'll see what they want to do here. 9 minutes and 25 seconds to play. So is it 4th down or is it 3rd down? Maybe on third down on the board here. So now it's third down and 3 yards to go. I can't count. Third down and 3 for Mount Marty. Again, Gay wants to throw. Slips away from a would-be tackler, but then he's dropped down. Beasley Higuaro in the backfield there to knock him down. He had him in his hands, and then he falls to the turf. He's going to be credited with a sack back there. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down situation.
Another penalty.
And now they're going to try to figure out. I thought that was fourth down. They had third down on the scoreboard and third down on the down markers. Yeah, I thought that was fourth down. And Hastings is going to get the ball here.
Well, now the Mount Marty coaching staff is wanting an explanation.
I would too.
Yeah, they probably would have gone for it. As Higuaro was in there to bring Gay down for about a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, I thought that was fourth down, and I was surprised to see third down on the scoreboard and third down on the down markers. That's probably our fault. That was probably our fault, Jimmy. And now Hastings is going to get the ball here. As they went for it on fourth down and 3, and they didn't pick it up.
47-yard line. Hastings on fire here in the second half.
So the Broncos will come back offensively, and Zamora is going to take a shot down the left sideline. And, that's just off of the fingertips of a Wilburn. I think that was the same play that they scored the touchdown on the previous touchdown. You can see all 3 of those guys running the same routes, and instead of going to Jayshon in the center of the field, they took it down the left sideline that time.
Coach Fastnot says, come on, man, you got to catch the ball. Get some of that glue out there and put it on his hands. He's had 2 of them go right through his hands. That one there, another good pass by Johnny.
Here's a Murphy now as he slides through there across the 45, down to about the 44-yard line. 9 minutes and 4 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Hastings has scored 42 points today. I like that. 42 points on the board.
10 carries now, 32 yards for Murphy in the game. He picks up nearly 5, third down, and about 5 to go from the 47. They'll go, he'll look deep.
And Johnny's going to run it across the 40. He struggles his way up to about the 36 or 37. Going to be very close to a first down. Only needed 6 yards on the quarterback scramble. And we're going to have a, let's see, is this going to be a fourth down?
Now they're moving them.
First down here. I think the chain gang, they're taking a little afternoon snooze. Maybe taking a little afternoon snooze over there.
Might be kind of relaxing over there in front of the Lancers.
All right, we're down to 80-11 to play. Hastings with a first down. Murphy again gets the call. Murphy is going to be stopped after a short gain, maybe a yard. Drew Pendleton to bring him down, the middle linebacker for the Lancers. Again, next week, Hastings on the road. We'll be in Seward either at 7 o'clock
We just don't know what time.
Or 1 o'clock. So either a noon pregame show or a 6 o'clock pregame. We'll let you know before we get out of here today. Check with SID Adam Mazer and seeing if they changed the game time of that one. It was a 7 o'clock start. Here's the option play. They're going to pitch it back here to a Murphy.
Ooh.
He crashes his way to the 30-yard line. He's not afraid to put his shoulder down.
Wow, that was a big shot over there. Him and a defensive back come up. He should have just let him run out of bounds.
Marcus Junifin takes on the ball carrier. That's the type of running back that Murphy is going to be. You can just tell. Puts his shoulder down right into Junifin. Picks up an additional yard or 2. Now Hastings looking at third down. Third down and 3 yards to go. Murphy going to get the call again. He takes it to the 30-yard line this time. Maybe to the 29. Broncos going to be short of a first down. It's going to bring up a fourth down situation. We're going to bypass the long field goal. And Hastings will go for it here. Fourth down for the Broncos. Fourth down, and we'll call it 3 yards to go. From the 29-yard line, basically 4th and 2. 4th and 2 here for Hastings from the 29. 3 wide receivers out to the left side. Wide receiver to the right side. Johnny with the ball. He's got it. He's going to pick up the first down as he goes across the 25 to the 24. Donnie Zamora on the quarterback scramble. Couldn't find anybody downfield on a quick pass pattern there. So Johnny picks up the first down. Hastings gets a fresh set of downs, and the Broncos on the move again here in the fourth quarter.
93 yards on the ground unofficially and 201 through the air. Pretty good afternoon for number 3.
Zamora waiting for the ball again. Now he's going to hand it away. We've got a new man back there for Hastings.
Farrell.
Farrell back into the ball game after he was injured on the play earlier. So Farrell takes the ball down to the 30.
We got Murphy on the bench. Must have gotten dinged after that contact.
Yeah, Murphy down right in front of us behind the big old American flag down here. Second down and 6 yards to go. The ball is sitting at the 20s, and now Farrell is back in there being pressed back into service. Farrell takes the ball down to about the 17-yard line, where it's going to bring up a third down situation.
If we get any more injuries, we might have to have you suit up.
Yeah, you know any running backs, tell them to maybe send Matt a resume.
Yeah.
Drop a tape in the mail.
You'd be good for a couple yards in a cloud of dust.
That'd be about all I could go. I don't know if I could go 5. Could I? Here's a Farrell again. This time he's going to be stacked up on the play.
If they had a hole like that, no.
Behind the line of scrimmage, yeah, if you're not going to block any better than that, I might be in trouble.
You're just going to go to a knee.
I'm not going to slide through any kind of a hole, am I?
No, there's no sliding for you. You're either forwards or backwards.
All right, fourth down here. Hastings is now going to maybe try a field goal attempt. This one from 35 yards out for Bockel. Bockel has hit one field goal this year. He's 1 for 1. Hit a 35-yarder against Midland. He jams that one through the pipes. That's my man, money in the bank. Jason Bockel. We better quit saying that because we'll jinx him. 4 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Hastings gets a 35-yard field goal from Jason Bockel to extend their lead. 4:19 to play. Hastings has scored 45 this afternoon. The Broncos lead Mount Marty 45-20. You're listening to Hastings College football on ESPN.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person, regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. Family Medical Center is the area's
over Mount Marty. Going to have some soccer later on. 5:30 starting time here at Lloyd Wilson Field as Bronco kicks that one into the end zone and out. Touchback. The Broncos will be on the road next week at Concordia in Seward. Either at 1 o'clock or at 7 o'clock. We'll double check that before we get out of here today. But either way, we're going to be there either at noon next week or at 6 o'clock next week.
Bring some sandwiches.
Some sandwiches.
Have a picnic. We'll just get over there early just in case.
Yeah. We'll check that. We'll double check. But the powers to be here. Anyways, 45-20 is the score. Hastings College has got the lead over the Lancers. Hastings is going to go to 2-1 if we can hang on to this baby. Here's a quarterback scramble to the far side. A throw is going to be incomplete. Gay trying to get outside the numbers. Hastings was in hot pursuit. The pass downfield was off a target there. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to play. Complete Bronco post game coming up for you. We'll get you all the numbers, all the scoring. Have a couple of minutes to spend with Hastings head coach Matt Franzen. And we'll get you into major college football coverage later on today here on ESPN Radio. So stay with us. There's a handoff to Thompson. Thompson, not much success against the Bronco D. And now as the game is starting to come to a close, the sun has come out, is breaking away from the heavy crowd, the cloud cover here in Hastings today. But it's been a very enjoyable day today. There's a Bronco fan.
Future cheerleader.
Yeah, Bronco cheerleader down on the sidelines, showing her stuff down there.
That's right. Bronco pass defense has done pretty good. 9 of 24 passing, just 82 yards for Ken Gay here today.
This is a 3rd down and 10. Man comes in motion. They fake the ball to him. Gay backs up. Here comes the pressure again. Gay gets outside the numbers. He's going to run it himself across the 30 out to the 31 or 32 yard line. Going to be short of a first down. And now it's 4th down for Mount Marty. 4th down here. About 3 yards to go. Their offense right now is still on the field. They're down 45-20 here in this contest. We're down to 3 minutes to play in the 4th quarter, and they're going to just go for it here. Why not? 4th down and about 3 yards to go. Line of scrimmage is the 33-yard line. That's the Mount Marty 33. They're going to try to run it here, and they're going to be very close. That's going to be Thompson carrying the ball. Let's see where they spot the football.
They had to get across the 35-yard line. They're waving them on, but where they're standing's on the... Boy, I don't...
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. They're going to give him the first down right at the 35-yard line. All right, so 1st and 10 there for the Lancers. It was very close. They didn't even bring in the chains. Hastings with a 15-point lead. A 25-point lead. Here's a pass across the middle. It's going to be caught there. That's Riken. It's going to be intercepted. Coming up with the ball is Pulowski.
They're going to wave it off. I tell you what, the receiver took a huge, huge shot, and he is down right in the middle.
Yeah, that's
big red H.
Rex Riken is the guy down, but Pulowski came up with the ball. Pulowski, I think, delivered the shot there to Riken, and Riken is down right in the center of the field at the 50-yard line. Pulowski came up with the ball for Hastings, and we'll see what happens here as they are attending to Rex Riken at the 50-yard line. So we'll take another injury timeout here. 2:15 to play in the 4th quarter, and they've got him up. We'll stay right here.
Are they going to give that a catch? They're saying that's a catch.
Well, Pulowski came up with the ball. Are you going to give it a catch here?
Ruling on the field, his receiver was down by contact. It'll be first down, Mount Marty.
Yeah, they're going to give him a reception here.
Unreal.
He is injured on the play. Pulowski came up with the ball, but they're going to say he was down by contact there. So they're going to give him the reception here at the 50-yard line. With 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Clock is running here in the 4th quarter. Hastings is out on top 45-20 here in this ball game today. Gay is going to send wide receivers left and right. Man comes in motion now. Gay backs up, surveys the field. Here comes the pressure. Uday in pursuit. Gay's going to throw the ball downfield. It's going to be caught down here at the 15-yard line. Again, they caught that one in front of Jesse Ulrich. He just kind of throws it up there for anybody to grab, and it is caught down there by Mount Marty down around the 15-yard line.
34 on the pass and catch.
Austin Weidgans is the guy out there from Mount Marty to make the reception. They're going to spot the ball down here at the 18-yard line. Now they're going to hand the ball away. That's going to go to Thompson. He's going to be stacked up on the play. We're down to 1 minute and 35 seconds to go. Lancers still have all their timeouts available to them, but it's a 45-20 ball game. It looks like they're too anxious.
Going to use one now.
They're going to burn one right here, maybe try to put one on the board. We'll take a break with 1 minute and 23 seconds to play in the game. Hastings 45, Mount Marty 20. You're listening to Bronco Football.
The world famous.
books online, music online, even toothpaste. So why not your car? Tom Dinsdale CDJR makes it easy with start to finish. Just click the blue Purchase Now button on any new or used vehicle on our website. Choose your payment, value your trade, secure financing, and boom, you're done. Want a test drive? We'll bring it to you. Start to finish at TomDinsdaleCDJR.com. The convenient way to buy your next vehicle.
ESPN Tri-Cities, PlatteRiverPreps.com.
I'm back here at the Osborne Sports Complex, Lloyd Wilson Field, finishing this baby off. 1 minute and 23 seconds to play. Broncos have the lead, but Mount Marty with the ball. Gay backs up. Gay's going to throw the ball into the corner of the end zone. It was knocked down. Look at this guy over here in the corner, Jimmy. There was not a man around. Trevor Fitzgerald on the other side of the end zone. There was not a man around within the 25 yards of him, and the quarterback missed him. He went the other way.
He looks like he's just coming out of the locker room for a little break over there. Yeah, I don't know. I had three defenders in that other corner of the end zone.
Yeah, it just caught me in the corner of my eye as I was looking in the other side at this guy. He was wide open. He could have stopped and maybe had a sandwich or two before he would cross the goal line, and still nobody would have got over there.
I think he was over there talking to that young football team that's made their way here from Grand Island.
Here's a third down situation. Backing up here is going to be Gay, and he's going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked all the way back here at the 30-yard line. Getting through there for the Bronco defense that time was Jaden Roberts. Roberts, a freshman, 5'8", 190-pounder from Bellevue West, to knock him down. So now it's going to bring up a fourth down situation, 4th down and long. We're inside a minute to play. We'll see what Mount Marty elects to do here.
Not in any hurry.
Now, and they bypassed field goal situations. They're going to go for it here on 4th down and long from the 30. Gay's going to back up again. This time he's going to throw it to the middle of the field. It's going to be picked off. Pulowski gets the pick. 20, 25, 30 for Pulowski, and that'll pretty well seal it right here.
Penalty flags coming out on the return.
So Pulowski gets the interception on the tip right into the center of the field, and Hastings is going to go to 2-1 on the season after this victory here today. We're going to have a penalty flag, as Jimmy mentioned, on the return. Here comes the call from the Mr. White Hat.
After the interception, personal foul, blindside block, Hastings, number 6. That penalty half the distance in the goal.
Another penalty on Hastings.
Unreal. That is 6 penalties on the day, and I think 5 of them have been personal foul penalties. I know Matt doesn't like to have 1, let alone 5, so I'm sure that's going to be an area that he's going to be concerned about.
You put that into your question box for the post game. I'll let you ask the question.
Yeah, how do you control that? That's a second blindside block, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we'll check on that. But Hastings going to go into victory formation and go to 2-1 on the season.
Do we get to sing today?
Oh, you know what?
We haven't heard that for a while.
We have not heard that for quite some time. We'll see if they've.
They might not even practice that.
Not even know the
words.
No.
We haven't got to do that here at home for a while.
Yeah. Boy, the last time, holy cow.
I think we won last year here.
We won once.
Early. We had 2 wins last year.
It might be over a year since we've heard it.
Well, we're going to find out if we know the words. Anyway, Hastings is going to lock up the win here this afternoon. They beat Mount Marty by a score of 45-20. Hastings will go to 2-1 on the season as get ready to play the Bulldogs of Concordia next week in Seward. So a good start for the Hastings College football team. We're feeling good here today. 45-20. The Broncos knock off the Lancers. Back with the final numbers after this.
5 Points Bank of Hastings wants to be your banking partner. We offer a wide selection of banking products, friendly and courteous customer service, and many other special benefits as well.
For example, members of our Golden Club receive free checks, discounts on bank services, get to attend a free monthly movie event, and participate in hosted travel opportunities as well as our delicious annual holiday luncheon.
We invite you to make the move. Visit with one of our bankers about how we can be your banking partner. 5 Points Bank, the better bank.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person, regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. Family Medical Center is the area's only independent family medicine clinic. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Your family's home for health care. 1021 West 14th Street, proud to support all area student athletes. Whatever the Midwest weather brings, you can rely on a York comfort system to keep your home comfortable all year. York systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, cutting your energy costs by as much as 50%. Plus, all York residential products have some of the best warranties in the industry. Your York Midwest dealer is Ruts Heating and Air in Hastings and Kearney. Go to rutsheating.com, proudly serving the entire Tri-City area. Learn how you can move up to a new line of comfort and